Hello, friendos. Happy Monday. Good to see everyone. If I did not see you earlier, if I did see you earlier, yeah, we're just basically nonstop streaming at this point. But hi, friends. Oh, my goodness. Hawaiian, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate Death Goddess. Thank you for the 4 months. And Rose, thank you for the sub. How was the day? The day was good. 'Twas good. I have a lot of stuff to look at. Yeah, Luca. Hello. What's up, C West? Soggy Waffles, Blue, Steinman, Trin, DJ. Look at all these homies. Fear. Thank you for the 1 year. Oh my God. All the things. All the things. Is the missus going to let you play? I don't know yet. I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it. It's undecided yet. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Song. Imagine streaming twice in one day. Who would do such a thing? I like how did Mrs. Flash approve? It's like I'm putting in like vacation request at work. Did they approve? Plushies attack. They attack. Yeah, still got it on today. Yeah. Oh man. Nord Beast, thank you for the 2 months. Oh, so thank you for the 5 tier 2. Thank you, dude. Playing with friendos. I'll probably be rocking solo tonight. Yeah. I didn't plan anything with anybody, so I'll be doing the weekly solo. Yep. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Hello. I'm excited. If you weren't here earlier, we did a stream of early access, and we're about to do another one. I thought you did the weekly last night. There is a new weekly to go along with this new update. Yeah. Got to put in the wife PTO. That's correct. Yep. Zash, thank you for the 3 months. Mrs. Flash is great. She's doing great. She's doing really well. Thank you. I appreciate song. Yeah, obviously. Hi, Tyler. Leaving a lurk. Oh, enjoy the gym, dude. Oh, man. I got to admit, I'm tired. I was doing a lot today. Tried to even nap. That somewhat worked, kind of. Not really. But it's okay. All's well. I excited. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of really good stuff. I hope that you guys are excited about the update because it's going to be great. It comes out. I'd say if I had to just throw a guess, because there's no official time right now when it's releasing. Tomorrow, the 24th. Hopefully morning EST. If not, it'll be probably like noon or 1, maybe like closer to 10-ish. Yeah. I don't know if the time has been announced. I haven't seen. Yeah. 4 days in a row. Yeah, but I love it though. I do love it. Yeah. Fluff, thank you for the 15. Oh my. Mrs. Horsha, thank you for the follow. Tremel, welcome in. Hey, what's up, Hot Rod? Doing well. Now we're saying 10 a.m. Was that announced or is that a guess? Because I have not seen any announcement that I could tell. They typically don't announce it until the day of, just in case. It's all over Google. Okay, but where on Google? Oh, we're about to do this again, aren't we? Can you remind me how we would claim the badge and Faz for watching the stream of the new update? So tomorrow, you are going to get this. You're going to have this. And then you're going to go down here. You're going to click Twitch drops, and then it will direct you how to connect your account. And then you watch a stream because it'll connect. You'll do an activation through Twitch. Yeah. Yeah. Cause saying it's again, we went through this literally yesterday. If it says on Google that it comes out at that time, what's the source? If the source is not something that is by Kinetic Games, then you can't rely on it. No time yet announced on the official Faz. That's it right there. Yep. That's the one. Do not search Google hoping it's going to give you an answer. If you don't see it on the official Faz socials and you don't see it in their Discord, it probably hasn't been announced. Yeah. Oh, look, Zero. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? Hi, Copper. How are you? you don't get on tomorrow, who else can I watch? Oh, there's tons of Phas friendos that play. There's tons. I just don't typically stream on a Tuesday, which sucks. Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe if I can escape for a little bit, you know? Do you know if we get a different badge for different partners we follow? No, you would get the same one. If you're watching any partner for this upcoming week, you would get that foil badge. I have it here. This one. The animated version of this. Yeah. How's work for the stream? It was fine. Nothing too crazy. Did you ever get an answer about the Banshee? So I'm being led to believe that the Banshee can now change its favorite room. So us being all kinds of confused, not knowing what's happening, Ghosty changes favorite room. Why'd I have orbs here and there, but it's a Banshee? It's been fixed. The Banshee not being able to change its favorite room because of the long room stuff, because of the long room, that was not intentional. Yeah. Goryo should be the only ghost that can't change its favorite room. It's a feature of that ghost. So for it to share it with another ghost just because it can't do a certain thing sucks. But it's fixed. Ellie, welcome in. Ghosty, thank you for the biddies. But yeah, there it is. So tomorrow you'll be able to tune in to Kinetic partner streams, and if you watch long enough, you will earn this badge animated with the badge and the ID card. And we think it's going to be probably like 2 hours. I think it's gonna be like 2-ish hours if I had to guess. Yeah, but this week will be partner streamers. I mean, partner content creators. After this week, it will then, any drops, I believe, will be available to everybody. So if you're a streamer, you can have drops through your channel too, which is great. Where can I find information on what you get from the drops? From me, when I say that that's what you get. Yeah. They haven't told you, they haven't listed it anywhere else to say this is what you're going to get. They haven't announced it anywhere. But we were given this image from Kinetic Games to show you. Yeah, Supa, thank you for the 7 months. Looking forward to earning the drops, dude. I've been so excited for drops to be added. Yeah. Sounds like y'all are guinea pigs for the Twitch drops. Correct. Correct. If something goes wrong, we're the face of it. Thank you, Break. Thanks. Appreciate it so much. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, we'll do a quick little lap around the lobby for those that haven't seen it. There's just a couple of things. The menu screen is new. We have our sound recorders now over here. We have the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 sound recorder, which is freaking awesome. The trophy cabinet is full beyond belief. Oh, oh shit. Sorry. All right, let's pretend I didn't do that part. Reverse. Okay. This is the tier 1 recorder. This is tier 2. That's tier 3. Nothing happened. You didn't see anything. And then here's the new trophies inside of the cabinets. Nothing happened. It's fine. Relax. It's fine. It felt appropriate to do the rewind. It felt appropriate. A week or so ago, you showed Captain Chiba. I was trying to explain the hilarity of that. Oh no, it went bye-byes. Hold on, let me go back. I was trying to explain the hilarity of that to a friend. Do you recall what video it was so I can share the joy? Yeah. Hold on. I'm sure that I could find it. Want to see the skull trophies? Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a second, I'll show you. If I had to guess, I'm looking at my channel right now to find it. There it is. And that explains the abrasion on your palm. This was the can we survive being told what to do when it was Captain Chiba video. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Can't wait to play. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think about it. I'm excited for you guys to see it too, just to hear what you have to say. All right, we'll go over there. We'll go over here, go over there, do one of these, side of one of those. Love the achievement trophies. I said it earlier today. I'm still a little bit mixed opinion about it. I think it's really cool. I think the skulls are super sick, but some of them just really feel like I showed up, so I got a reward, a trophy. It's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, how'd you earn it? I played the game. Anything special? No. No. Man, Coach is funny. Hi, Mr. Chinggis. What's up, Sam? Hello again. There's so many good ones, man. There's so many good ones. Why can't I see those? What up, DJ? How's it going, dude? How are you? Why can't I see the messages? What the French? Oh no, it's probably messed up. Oh, yikes. All right. Okay, I'm going to close out StreamerBot. If you guys go to redeem like I'm here stuff, check-ins, it might fail. So don't do that. Don't redeem that right now. Galactic, hello. Is Grafton getting the rework with the update? No, they never said that it was. Grafton is a completely separate update away from Chronicle. It was never together. Great. Awesome. Great. Thoughts on the new tape recorder? I think it's great. I think that there's honestly going to be a balance. Yeah, I can see the chats now. It was weird. It was bugging out on me, but it's fine now. I think there's going to need to be a little bit of balancing. Honestly, my opinion as of right now, and we'll go into the games and we'll go through all this stuff. The tier 1 has, and you can't like click on it to see it closer, but the tier 1, when it's going off, has like left and right levels where you can use that to figure out what direction to go, where the sound is to get the sound. Freaking Genghis. The tier 3 has direction as to tell you where to go. The tier 2 does not. The tier 2 has like dB levels that tells you how loud it is, but there's no direction. There's no letting you know, is it left, right, wherever. You just have to keep walking around until you find it. So I almost feel like, although yes, the distance is better for this than this, I feel like finding the sound is easier for this. Yeah. Song name, Diablo. If you're ever on the purple side and you're looking for the music, do ! song. Yeah, I don't know. And that's a shame because I really, really like this one. Because it's like an old iPod. And it's got cute little ghosts on it. Yeah. Yeah. Lilo, hello. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Do you get a trophy for every ghost? Yeah, it appears so. Yep. Down with the... Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah. You get one for every single ghost that you discover. Every single ghost. But then you also get them for all of these achievements as well. Yeah. That board looks better. It looks cooler. I definitely agree that it looks cooler. I feel like, okay, we're not going to start with the weekly just yet. I'm going to do one game first, and then we'll do the weekly. Mimic one looks dope. Doesn't that look cool? I'm not prestiging. No, not right now. No, we're still discovering all the stuff and the things. I'm not prestiging. No, Akio, no. I didn't plan anything with any of the other partners. No. Hey, Wolfpack, what's up? Brad, Vexed, Wooly, Pokey. Welcome in, guys. The Phantom head should just been no skull at all. That would actually been pretty funny. Yeah. How do you record paranormal sounds? You press the button to record. Yeah. We're going to go in the game. I'll show you. Maybe in a week. Yeah, maybe. It could be probably echolocation. I I could use the tier 1 right now. Which sound recorder would you rather see? 1, 2, or 3? Which one would you rather see right now? You guys want to see the tier 3? All right, we'll do tier 3. That's cool with me. All right. And where do we want to go? Do we do a queue drop to see where we go? Tater let me know. He said the voting thing was broken tonight, possibly, maybe. No, I'm not going to do Bleasdale because Bleasdale's the weekly. Bleasdale's the weekly. I'm not going to do that. Zombie Sarah, thank you for the 9 months. Do random. Do random. You notice how you don't have to ready up anymore as a solo player because it made 0 sense to ready up as a solo player? No more. No more. No, the grafting rework does not come with this update. There's this big misunderstanding that people have that they think that grafting's coming with this update, and it was never said that it was coming with this update. Yeah. It's the update after this one. Yeah. Ants, thank you for the subs. Oh my goodness. Jameson, Galaxy Girl, welcome in, friends. Hello. Yeah. Matthew, I'm good. It's going to be prison. The odds are high. Oh my God, dude. Dark Haze, thank you so much, man. All right, well, let's go do a random map and see where this takes us. And we're going to use the tier 3 sound recorder to hopefully help us with all this media stuff. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Always like the YouTube content. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out, I have a few videos that I could post. I don't know. I don't want to overdo it. So like that no evidence game, like the Banshee game, the no evidence game, those could easily be, but I'm like, do I post both of them in one? I mean, I guess I could because it's new. It's fresh. Hey, Polter, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Drunk Gamer, hello. How are you? Alrighty, part 2. Yeah, part 2 of the day. Let's go. All right. Oh, man. Thank God. I was like, please don't be Blood Moon. I'm not in the mood right now. Get a ghost blood of firelight. Capture a video of a ghost. Detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. So there's a few new objectives as well with all this media stuff. All right, we need to go find Ghosty, though. So we'll find Ghosty. Once we find Ghosty, then we'll start trying to get the media. Step 1, find Ghost. Step 2, Step 3, profit. Butter, thank you for the sub. Welcome in. We also need to be paying attention to what we can and can't take photos of, get videos of, and also record sounds of. All right. No Ouija, no music. No, I'm not going to do it 10 times after this. No, not today. Not right now anyway. Upstairs. Did I just hear a phone? Is this the new update? It is. Yeah, it comes out publicly tomorrow. New phone, who dis? Now, are you here? That's the real question. Oh, he's cheating. He's looking in the hiding spot. That's just cheating. Oh, the paw. The paw. 9 degrees. 7. Oh, gross. You're the hallway? Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting. That's just gross. Would phone count as sound recorder or video? My guess, video as like an interaction, but I don't know. I guess we're not going to know till we try, but I want to get, so I don't want to do that one. I'm like, now I'm changing the way that I play certain stuff because I don't want to waste it. So like the book, you can get audio, video, and a photo. So I'm like, I don't want to put it down right now and miss the opportunity to get those pieces of media. Jace, how are you? Soundbite, thank you for the 9 months. Yuck. All right, you sicko. What do you got? We could put down some dootskis. Let's see. I'm gonna hold on. Listen, dude, I don't have. It's another singing event, by the way. Of course, I don't have my photo camera with me, and dude's like, oh, I'll just show up anytime you want me to. All right. I'm going to bring this. Let's get them all in there. Modesty, thank you for the 2 months. Watching the stream from there right now. I'll finally get to watch live. Welcome in, Fred. Great to have you. Banshee, maybe. If it is, we know that it can change rooms. Hey, yo. Put that one there. Let's put this one here. And put this one here. Yeah. There we go. Get another Banshee scream. Yeah, baby. We can sure hope. Croster, hello. Earlier I read someone who was here that the Banshee changed rooms without a cursed item. Is that true? Correct. I'm pretty sure that the Banshee can now change favorite rooms. What the hell? Oh, that's why. Let's see. If I go like this and this. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Okay, it's behind. This one's a little bit behind my camera, but I can see it well. This, I mean, I can't see. This is useless, but. Excuse you. Why are you in there, sir? Dude, just walking around like he owns the place. All right. Well, we have dots. What the hell? What the hell? All right. I don't trust where you're walking around right now, homie. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to record it because the camera was too far away. Okay. Okay. And you were walking in there. Was that you again? Wait a minute. Are you in here now? Oh, that explains everything. All right. All right, all right, all right. Give me this. When in Rome. Oh, jeez. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ugh. You like walked out of me. Ugh. All right, we're ready. Do the ting. Hey, Sammy, welcome in. Come on. Come on. Don't be shy now. No, you're... I hate your face. I hate your face. Put that back on there. Put that back on there. All right. Put this in the room. Right there. Nailed it. Freezing. It's so close, but not quite. Oh, you cut the power, you little turd. He's shy? Why is he shy? We just want to be friends. Human aid. Hello. Hey, Sedusa. What's up, Flacco? 66%. We're going to do this. I want to start capturing things. I'm going to get the photo camera. Get this. Get the book. Yeah, that'll be fine. I see you up there. Relax your stuff. Does taking a picture of 0.9 thermo give you freezing? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I know that taking a picture of your breath when it's freezing works. All right. Did you just stop? Oh, I hate you. You little jerkhole. The second I take a photo. It does? Oh yeah. Let me if I get freezing, I'll do it. Ah, come on. Come on. If it doesn't work right now, I'll show you guys later. It's fine. I like to have 3 deletes. Yeah, I almost wish we had more. The audio stuff can be a little bit dicey because you might record the same things multiple times. It doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. All right, well, that's fine. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Thanks, dude. Come on. Are you... What? Excuse me. There you go. Thank you. What the hell? I tried that. That took like 3 tries. All right. Motion has been sensed. Oh, you little son of a bitch. He walked around the corner. Oh, I couldn't get him long enough. Oh, that bastard. Oh, it just showed up again. Did you see my camera? Like the new update? It's great. There's a lot of really great additions. I'm sorry. Do I just have dots? Is that all I have right now? Where are you? Oh. All right. We'll get audio with you in a little bit. And I'll go ahead and place this down. And we'll run. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I appreciate ya. All right. Spirit Box. Wraith Phantom Yokai Dio. Don't really need this right now, but we'll take it anyway. Take this and take this. The video recording is not automatic. You have to trigger it yourself. Boom, boom. I think he's in the bathroom. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Holy shit. Okay, that didn't count for anything. Bloody hell. It's when you're not ready, man. And a clean pair of shorts. Writing. Oh no. Yahtzee. Haha, 2-for-1 special here at Walmart. All right, I'm gonna put this down here. Photo camera. Photo of it now. Do that. Get that. Get this. Wait for the dot. Wait for the salt to get walked in. Hey, B-boy. Appreciate you watching, dude. Welcome in. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't be that one. You can walk in salt, right? Right? Oh, no. Oh, it's a Dio. Oh, you can. Oh, I forgot for a second that I had writing. Yes. No, it can walk in the salt. It's just not leaving the room for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, Drunk Gamer, thank you so much for the sub, dude. All right. There it is. Got it. Awesome. I don't think you can Jesus. Don't forget to walk the Dio. I know. We will, I promise. All right. I do the do the RAR. Record the hunt. I could. Yeah, especially with this one. I definitely could record the hunt. We can be far enough away from the Dio, easy peasy. I'd like to fill the rest of the stuff though. I need 2 more videos and 4 more photos and 3 more photos. Let's see. Ghostwriting, dots. We have monkey paw. I don't think I found the bone. Active Dio. It is an active Dio. I don't think I've seen a bone yet. Let's go find the bone. Yeah, no bone yet. Still no way to know if you picked it up or not. I hope that that's integrated in some way, shape, or form in the future. Are dots ghosts an event ghost different phototypes? Yeah. Yeah, so when the ghost events on you and it's like a translucent ghost or it's just the regular ghost or whatever it may be, that is different than the dots ghost. And you can take a photo of every single one of them. Kind of like that. Okay, that's the same model. That's not going to count. Crow! Oh my goodness. I see that redeem. I see where you can record EMF5 sound with the sound recorder. You can. Yes, you can. But I have, evidence-wise, ghostwriting, Spirit Box, and dots. I could record Spirit Box. I could get the growl. We were going to try to record during a hunt. I mean, if we want to get real dicey, let me get everything else and we'll delete one of these and then I'll do Dio Growl. Oh, no, I don't know. Last time that took like 15 years. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, we got to juke. We got to juke. We're going to have to juke. We're going to have to juke. Juke him. Oh, no, I didn't get it. Wait, did I get the sound? Dang it. Son of a bitch. Oh, it felt like it hunted so early. There's no way my sanity was that low. Yeah, it's a deal. Gosh, dang it. I had to try. I could have gone into the garage and done it or somewhere else, but I've looped it there before, so I thought I could do it. I have heard from a couple of the other partners that they have felt like the ghosts have had extra long reach. So, oops. Oops. It evented a lot. Yeah, but they didn't hit me though. Gosh dang it. Where's the bone? Dining room. We would eventually got there. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Sparkle, thank you for the 20 months, friend. Remember that time flat? Listen, somebody has to make up for the slack. I don't think Break's been dying enough to them. Do we know if perfect investigation requirements have been changed? They certainly have, because there's no longer a star system associated with this game. It's now based on unique photos. Yeah. All right. That's warmed up enough, I think. I think we're warmed up enough. That's fine. I thought it was Doc, dude. No, listen. I played recklessly because I was trying to go for media. Rude. Hey, Reaper. Karen, hello. Madden, thank you. Watching the vids 2 years. Haven't been able to join one of the lives. Welcome in. Well, welcome in. What is debriefing? Debriefing is your ability to go back into your last game, which I'm pretty sure that's only when you've had the game loaded, but the last game that you played, to go look at your stats, because it's something that we've needed in this game for a very long time, because when you've clicked away in the past, you haven't been able to go back and look. Hey, where was the bone? I don't know. I forgot to look. Now you can go look. If you lay down multiple salt piles, are the photos no longer unique? Well, no, because if you took the same photo twice, it wouldn't be unique. And you can't even take a photo of salt anymore. That's now a video. Is this going to be a permanent weekly challenge? I don't think so. I think this is, I think this weekly is just for, I think this weekly is just for this period of time, and then they'll go back to what it was, or they'll change it to something else. Yeah. Okay. We're going to attempt to do the weekly. Now, there's a couple of changes, though. There's a couple of changes, as in, like, it's going to be easier for me to show you information. Yeah. No more salt spams? Absolutely not. You know, there was somebody in my comment section that was trying to defend hiding inside of the small tents in Woodwind, because I guess they heard my comment about saying that I was really glad that it was finally fixed so people didn't exploit the game, and they tried to defend it. You saw that? Wasn't that cute? What'd they say? I have to search it. Where did they put this? Oh, there it is. I found it. Made the game boring. It was just exploiting the game because you, I guess, just can't get good is their problem. Allow me to read what their comment said. How can you defend? I don't know, dude. Jeffrey, I don't know. I can't believe they patched the tents. This was a big help, and you're happy? No one said you'd have to use it. Not everyone is good at this game. No yeah, we're aware of that part. Sucks. Guess there are other games to play. This takes the fun out of the game. They are quick to fix that people enjoy, but not getting stuck between benches and chairs in Insulum. Yeah, anybody asking about the time for the update? There's no announcement for time for the update right now. No. My best advice to you is to follow their social media and to also be in their Discord. That's the fastest you will hear about the announcement for time. Insulum, yes. That's a new InSim theme park. Oh. Did Google... unfortunately, I don't think so. Because I think if Google AI wrote the comment, then it wouldn't be so filled with grammar problems. Yeah, thank you guys for the primes. Tater, what did you think, friend? How did it go for you? I don't play Woodwind enough. I like Woodwind. I like it more than I used to, I guess. But just, yeah, defending exploits for the game because you don't know how to live is not a me problem or an anyone else problem. 10 out of 10 grammar. Yeah, all I said was you shouldn't be relying on bugs and exploits. Simple as that. The more you play, the better you'll get. Relying on God spots won't make you any better. What a weird thing to defend. Yeah. Have they fixed the yokai hunting in dot form? I don't think the ghost hunting in dot form was a yokai problem. I think it was a dot problem. Yeah. Princess, thank you so much for the 4 months. Nightmare Insanity was super fun. Really? High custom difficulty, 0 evidence gameplay was too hard for perfect. So I did 1 0 evidence game in my first playthrough. Other than that, I played pro. Yeah. All right. Let's do the weekly. Let's see how this goes. This is a brand new custom weekly just for the Chronicle update. On record, try out the media overhaul in this new challenge. Can you get a perfect game at Bleasdale for 5K? And something that they've added to the game, finally, is you now have the ability to go in and see what all the settings for this game mode are. You can see all the player settings right here, all the ghost settings, and all the contract. So now when people ask, hey, where can I find the information? Where's it? It's literally in the game now. We've needed this. I would agree. That's not everything, though. That's not it. Because not only can you see all of the settings for the game, by clicking this little eyeball over here, you can now see what your loadout is. So you can see everything that you're missing. You can see what tier you have. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess you can't see that. Oh, let me do this. So up here at the top right, there's an eyeball. When you click that eyeball, it then shows you all of your loadout for this challenge. This has been needed. This has been needed. Yeah. It was a great addition. They give him like a break. It just makes it easier. It makes it easier because so many people want to see this stuff. Maybe they don't have Discord. Maybe they don't have these other things. So it's not as simple to get the information. But now if it's literally in the game. Oh, ask if I show the settings again. I absolutely can, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, Zero. There's player. There's ghost. There's contract. Flash, can we be best friends? It's going to cost you. Not me, my friend. Completely. Oh, dude, it's so great. There's so many great small quality of life adjustments, additions to this that have made it so much better. And I'm kind of glad they didn't tell us about some of these things. I had no clue. I had no idea that you could rename your custom settings because there was nothing in the patch notes about it. But now you can customize the name of your custom games. I have no evidence. I have testing and I have Zero Sandy Zero evidence. That way you remember what the hell they are. Yeah. So great. We said it earlier. It's the little things in life you treasure. But there we have it. Good stuff. Oh my. Ernest, Caden, Laney, Monster, Skyla, Sweet, Racing, Shahab, thank you guys for the follows. Oh my God. And Karen, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you so much. The update good? The update's very good. Yeah, I think everybody's going to like it a lot. I think the only people that are maybe not going to like it so much are people that really grind XP and money. They might have a little problem with it because of the timing of it. Are you a partner? I am. Yep, I'm a Kinetic Games partner. If you ever see anybody with this badge, this red badge, they're a Kinetic partner. Ready for when they release Horror 2.0? I just can't wait till they start talking about it. Yeah. I know it's not till next year, but I can't wait till they start talking about what's going to be in it. Yeah. Can the Banshee change rooms now? It sure seems like it. Yeah. That's what I was alluded to. Yeah. Can you explain the badge thing for Twitch? Oh, you mean for drops? It's going to be easy. You'll see it tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. Whenever you join a streamer, whenever you join a Kinetic partner tomorrow, there will be something at the top of your chat that will tell you that you're earning a drop. But you can go into your Phasmophobia. You can connect your game to Twitch. It'll be really easy. Yeah. Now, with this, though, try out the media overhaul in this new challenge. Can you get a perfect game? I don't think you actually need a perfect game. I'm pretty sure that it's the same kind of weekly thing where you just need to find out the ghost. I think they're just seeing if you want to try to get a perfect game to figure out the different types of sounds and all the other stuff. So, yeah. Will drops work on yeah, it's going to work on everything. Yep. Whatever you stream, whatever you play on, if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, it doesn't matter. You will be able to get that badge. Yep. If you weren't, they would tell you. All right. So we get, let's see. We get 3 evidence. Ghost is 100% speed. We have starting Sandy of 100. Okay. Sprinting is on. Player speed 100. Flashlight's on. Okay. Cool and groovy. Let's do the things. Gonna make the most out of the salt picks today. You got it. Hey, you do you, boo-boo. Yeah. Smash, there's been no time released. No. If there was, we would have already announced it. No, there's no time released yet. Doc, thank you for the gifted to Baby Ghost. All right. Let's do the weekly. It is time. Going solo? I am. I is. I didn't make any plans with any partners for the day because I didn't know what my schedule was going to look like. So I didn't want to put somebody out by scheduling something and then not being able to go through with it, you know? I like how in solo there's no ready up button, as there should be no ready up button. Yeah. Finally. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that sounds nice. All right. What do we have? Oh, I can see the power. Lovely. It's straight out back. That's great. Okay. Responds to everyone. That's good. Jane. Photo of the amount. Okay. Repel the ghost. Crucifix. See, I'm probably not going to, I'm just going to worry about the ghost. I guess we could get media. If I'm in there and I get media, cool. I'm not going to stress. I'm more worried about getting the ghost first. And then I'll worry about the media. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Let's get this guy. Oh, there's no parabolic. Well, isn't that just a sad, sad moment? That's fine. All right. Well, we know where the power is. Let's go ahead and get that. Does this flashlight even work? There we go. Yeah, the truck looks really cool. Oh, the power's already on? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Aye, that's still loud. Oh, nice. Lovely. We have hiding here. Good. We have a Josie in here. Little Miss Jojo. Hi, Joe. We'll come get her later. We need to hear a ghost. How are we liking this so far? It's been great. It's been wonderful. What about candles? No, you can't spam anything. No, the entire point of having to get unique photos or unique media for a perfect game means that you can't get the same thing twice. I don't have a lighter because I have nothing to light. Relax yourselves. What was the cursed? Was it random? I've heard nothing. Let's go back this way. Bring a lighter so you don't forget it. Okay, I mean, that's a fair comment. Oh, man. Oh, gross. Ay. 8-bit, thank you for the 15 months. We're just going to do a lap and just check temps. I think that's our plan here. Nothing too crazy. Should we water the lawn? We'll water the lawn. It feels appropriate. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. 15, 14. It must be upstairs. Must be upstairs. What's this about drops? Watching Kinetic Partner streams? Well, I mean, that's literally it. Is that by watching Kinetic Partner streams on the 24th, which is tomorrow, you can earn an ID card and a badge. And then after a week, every streamer will have the ability to have drops on, from my understanding. Running up the water bill? Damn right I am. That's what they get. You know where I always get it? I always get the ghost over there, inside of the master. I get it there all the time. Is that what I think I just heard? I swear, dude. Every time I get this ghost over here somewhere. I hear ya. It's throwing the pills. It's not that cold, though. 9 degrees. I mean... the hell was that? Is that this door? You're not roaming around, are you? No, it's there. It's just not very cold. Okay. All right. I'll be back. You always get the downstairs bath. I get this. I get here all the time. All the time. Hey, Rizzy, how are you? What was that? I think it was the door. Ghost in the attic. I've gotten it a few times. I gotta admit, it is really cool to actually have the ghost up there. It's one of my favorite rooms in the entire house. If you guys haven't played Bleasdale yet, I mean, it's been out for a little while now. I would highly suggest it. It's a really cool map. You get that master a lot too. Yeah, I wish I kind of got more. That'd be nice, but it is what it is. That's fine. Metabip. Let's get UV dots. I'm at 92 sanity, so sanity-wise, we're rocking. You get attic 90% of the time. Okay, dude. Now you're just bragging. It's RNG. I've just been banished to the master bedroom for some reason. It's fine. Let's see. What do we have here? 1080p, 24.5. F4 my tush. There's no way that I can have F4 and see this in focus in front of me and still see that door in focus in the back. My immersion has just been broken. Any gorbs? Oh, there is. I mean, when in Rome, yeah. Heyo. Any UV. Let's go. Orbs UV. Orbs, ultraviolet. Banshee Hanto Obake. Oh, you should be a Banshee. We would really like for you to be a Banshee right now. It actually boxes the ghost orbs in the video camera. Yes. Yes, it does. So if you're in the snow at Camp Woodwind and you're not sure if you see orbs or not, the camera will actually do a little box and show you orbs. Don't forget how to mimic. Oh, I never do. I never do. All right. There's our cam. There's our orb. Oh, I gotta ask about the zoom thing. I totally forgot to ask about this. Yeah, the only cameras that we've learned that we can zoom in on are the CCTVs, and I don't know if that's intentional or not. Like, why I have the ability to zoom here, I don't know. Hey, Defini. Oh, the new video setup is great. I love it too. If I wanted to, I could record this right here. That orb. Oh, what am I doing? But yeah, if I'm sitting in the truck and it throws an item and the item's within view of this, I could record it. Might be able to when you record. No, I don't think so. I don't think I haven't been able to do it at all. All right. Well, we're not worried about doing perfect media, whatever. We're just worried about getting the ghost right. So let's get this, get that. Freezing spirit box orbs. Did I take a camera up there already or no? Let's take this. What's NV? Night vision. Could you select what the camera you want to be on the sidebar? Yeah, correct. So you could have like 4 cameras up here and you could select which one you want to view, or if it's here. If it's here, down there, over there, whatever. Where are you?
In a way.
Oh. I mean, do you want to mimic something right now? We have mimicked marked, so no matter what it does now, we're safe. In a manner of speaking. Let me go get my flashlight. What if I get like a mimicking banshee? Can you record pre-installed CCTV cams or just your own cameras? I don't know. I'd assume that you could on the ones that really matter. Okay, it's not that funny. Relax. It's cool iPod. You like that? Is there a new map coming this year? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay, I hear you. Relax. One of these winders. Oh, you're over here. What are you doing over here? I don't think it's going to do anything special. I think we might just honestly dip at this point. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Did I not bring in a photo camera? Oh, damn. I wanted to show that real fast. Maybe I go get that. Okay, maybe this is the last run. Maybe this is the last we do, and then we'll call Mimic, run out of here so we can go do the next 2. Nightwolf, thank you for the sub. Can you record the spirit box? Yes. Yes, you can. Are they resetting levels? No, why would they? Let's get the photo camera. Let's get a lighter. Let's get sanity. Just to top us off. Thank you, Shadow. That's exactly what I needed. Appreciate it. Bentley, welcome in. Thunder, Mama, appreciate you. Cody, thank you, dude. I keep forgetting I don't have the headlight on me. But don't worry, Josie. I know where you are. Can you take a video of the spirit box? No, that's meant for audio. No, you can't do video, audio, photo of everything. But there are some things that you can. This is a mod? Nope. Nope. Just early access. Now, one thing that you can do now when you have freezing temps. Watch this. Wait for it. Go ahead. Show my breath. Oh, that didn't count. Hold on. I'm going to try that again. I'm at -5. Excuse me. Why is this not counting? It's a bit chilly. It is a bit chilly. Why are the freezing temps not working? Is it too far away from my face? Try to throw it. No, we literally took a picture of the breath and it works. Is it because I backed up? Shelby, thank you. You have to take out thermo. No, you don't. I literally have a video I played earlier and did not take a picture of the thermo. Does it need to be tier 3? No, I would surely hope not. Has to be the thermo. Where? Show me where it says it has to be the thermo. No, I literally played earlier today and took a photo of my breath in the air with nothing else. Yeah. Did it. Oh, Instant took a photo of this. Okay. You can't even see it. Oh, wait. No, what? He took a photo of it. So when I do this, yeah, I let go and drop it. It doesn't have a reading on it anymore. So explain that. Because if I take a picture of this, I'm not going to be able to delete it. That makes zero sense. He used a tier 3? Nope. This has no reading on it whatsoever, and it worked. That's crazy. I stand corrected. That only worked. No, what? Are you watching the game? Literally just worked. What do you mean? Oh, stop doing pills. Relax. So we have freezing. You can't see it on this thermometer, but you can take a photo of it and get freezing temperatures. Got it. Explain that. It's because it's a mimic. The breath don't work. That makes zero. That is the most random comment ever. A mimic's evidence on a 3 evidence game is spirit box, ultraviolet, and freezing. The orbs are fake. Please say why a mimic would not be able to use its own evidence for freezing. Is that why? No, that makes no sense. Yeah. Listen, we're all learning this together, okay? We're all learning together. This makes no sense. I don't know why you can take a picture of this looking like this and get freezing temps. Sometimes brain no work either. I guess not. My brain no work. It's okay. All right. Anyway, we know what it is. It's fine. This is all part of the learning process. All right. Oh, hi. Pam Jam, we're gonna leave, okay? I might even go light the circle. Let's see. No, drop that. Okay. So I have now just learned that you can take a photo of any thermometer if you have freezing temps and get freezing temps. See, it makes sense. It makes sense with the first one and the third one, but not that one. All right. I'm going to wait out here. There's ads playing. Okay. I don't want peeps to miss stuff. Don't want peeps to miss stuff. We'll wait here. We won't go anywhere. Shelby, Cody, thank you. Crypto, thank you for the 7 months. How's the new recorder thing? The new recorder thing is very cool. Hydrate, absolutely. I got coffee. I got coffee. Are death scenes different? Nope. No, that was nowhere in the patch notes. That was nowhere in anything. I don't think that's going to happen till later. I like the new truck. It looks cool. I agree. I think the new truck looks awesome. Yeah. Insidious, thank you for the sub. Hope we get a Banshee again. Me too. The new Banshee sounds are sick. Can we hear whatever you recorded? Yeah. Yeah. So there was Paranormal Laughing and Ghost Event. For right now. We'll obviously get a lot more stuff. Brain hurts trying to figure out the logic. Yeah, I guess in my brain it didn't make sense. Like, why would I take a photo of a thermometer that does not read freezing to get freezing temps when earlier today we took a photo of my breath and had freezing? And this time it doesn't work, but taking a picture of the thermo that doesn't show freezing temps worked. There's a reason. I was like trying to wrap my head around it. It didn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense, but it worked, I guess. Okay. Oh, and Sydney's thank you for the follow too. Moose, welcome in. What does the tier bonus mean next to any media? The tier bonus would mean if you're using tier 2 or tier 3, you get a bonus for using the higher tier equipment. Yeah. Wait, this is not Phasmo. I'm fairly certain it is. I think so. Last time I checked. When I opened Phasmo. Did you? No, Artsy. No, I haven't heard that stuff yet. Oh my God. I was like, what's the extra sound? That was so confusing. Prime, thank you for the Primate. Thank you for the Prime. Is this new update? It is. The new update doesn't release till tomorrow. Yeah. All right, 10 seconds. Wild West, me too. We're all losing it, man. It's over for us. It's curtains. I see people cross off somebody goes through a hunt. Yeah, you can usually tell half the ghosts are not the ghost based on the speed of the ghost. Yeah, Matthew, give me a sec, friend. I definitely could. Scavenger Dragon, welcome in. There we go. There we go, Matthew. That should work. That should work. All right, we're back. We're back. We can keep on moving. Long butter, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I saw the ads coming and I didn't want you guys to miss anything, so I ran outside really fast. If I can, whenever ads are playing, I do 3 minutes every hour, so that way there's no pre-rolls if you're new here, because normally if somebody doesn't run ads themselves, when you enter a stream, you get hit with ads the second you walk in. So I wanted to try to avoid that. So here we are. Oh, no empathy. Thank you for the subs. All right, we're just going to go light the circle because life. It just feels right. Twice in one day, I know. Light, 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 light. Rude, 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 Pam, rude. Did I record you? I missed. Yeah. Oh, nope, I missed it again. How does that? I was in her face. Yeah, that didn't fly. I was in her face. Ma'am. And the audio didn't count. We know what the ghost was. It's fine. Mimic it is. We did a little bit of playing around there with the sound recorder and the photo of the thermometer, I guess. I don't know if that's intentional or not. That's the thing I need to find out if that's meant to happen. Because if it is, you can add it into your arsenal of goods. But if it's not, then I don't want to get used to doing it when you're not supposed to do it. But Mimic, we got the evidence we needed. We didn't even need the actual evidence because, well, orbs are fake. And when you add it to the other evidence for the Mimic, it's obvious. So let's go back again. Nope, I don't need debriefing. Let's go. Thermometer broke your brain. It broke my brain too. Which, thank you for the biddies. Audio counting during hunts and events is dicey. Yeah, the hunt thing is a little bit questionable. Yeah, that's supposed to be 5 meters. So like, it's literally supposed to be, or is it 3 meters? Sorry. I think it's 1 meter for tier 1, 3 meters for tier 2. And is it, wait, no, wait, hold on. I'm backwards. Is it 3 meters for tier 1 and then 5 meters for tier 2 and 3? Nah, I forget. It's gone. There's been too much happening today. I don't even remember what the hell happened. I'm lost in the sauce. Chelsea, thank you for the subs. Yeah. So it would be tier 1 is 3 meters. Tier 2 and 3 are 5 meters. But tier 3 has the ability to guide you in the direction and tell you where to go. Carly, welcome. Thank you for the gifted. All right. Round 2, let's fight. Johnny, event, motion sensor, capture a photo. Really, we just need to figure out what this ghost is. We're not worried about the side objectives. Just in case you shut the power off. The juice is up there by the attic. Okay. There we go. That was 3, 4, 5. I don't think so. No, we looked at it earlier today. I don't think it's 3, 4, 5. I'm fairly certain 2 and 3 are the same. Meh. It would be a little obvious this time. No board. I'm pretty sure it's random curse possession. I think so. Or research on ghosts blinking during hunts. It's not random. Oh, like as in the pattern. Ooh, interesting. Ooga, they're literally random, dude. Yeah, there's nothing that can be done. Ooh, I still wouldn't be able to time it well. No shot I'd be able to time it well at all. All right, Ghosty. Well, let's check to see. Maybe I have monkey paw. Maybe. 'Twas a fortnight ago. We had lingered for the... I don't see the monkey paw. No hiding. Yikes. This room's a no-go. Queso, Raz, welcome in. Oh my. Hi, Grandma. I'm sorry. Okay, well, we'll leave you alone. I'm sorry. Granny, are you up here? I think she's downstairs. I think she's the floor below. I think. Granny, can you hear me? Oh, it's the cards. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yikes. What if she's hallway? She might be. I mean, because she evented from here, which was super weird. Super weird. Time to draw Hangman. Why would you say that? Are you... Oh. Not very cold in here. The bone's in here with the ghost. Coinkydink. It's 15 degrees. Can you still take photos of cursed possessions? Yes. Yes, you can. What the f... Taking a spooky dookie? I don't think so. Like, it doesn't even seem like she's in this room. Does the bone still count? Yeah. Yeah, and you need it for a perfect game. Oh, there we go. Why is it taking so long for this room to cool down? Where's the ghost? The temps are based on the ghost. So if the ghost isn't hanging around in its room very much, that could be why the temps aren't getting low. But where would it be going? That just doesn't make sense. Aurora, thank you. Yeah, we're still trying to honestly figure out all of the photos and the videos and the sounds that we can do. There's still a lot of discovery to be made, tests to be done. I mean, I kind of want to use motion sensors. I almost don't know if I trust what's happening right now. She's out there just doing granny things. I just double checked. Tier 1 is 3 meters, 2 and 3 are 5. I thought so. Yeah, we looked at that earlier. I figured as much. Blake, Cody, thank you. Welcome in. What evidence do I have? I don't even know where the ghost is. She evented on us and then she dipped. Oh, looky, looky. We got hooky. The frickin' orbs are in here. But why? Why so what? Wait. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You don't normally look like this. Is that just a... When you do this, you're killing me, Smalls. Mags, What up, homie? Oh my God, I can't see. I can't see. Yo, yeah, you're gone. Okay, we don't know where Granny is. Hey, what's up, Maxter? How are you, friend? Max, I'm sorry. Have you seen this? Is it just like, is it literally just aesthetics? It's just the motion sensor. But now it opens up with a little panel to let you know that it's lit up. I don't know if that's for a purpose or if it's just a visual thing. Like a lot of motion sensors actually look like that, you know? Try hitting the buttons. It's not doing anything. I usually use tier 3. Fair. I don't know. I guess we'll have to mess around a little bit. But Mags, I hope your stream was good. Oh, you suck. I don't know if you've done the weekly already or not, but we're doing it now. 2 lasers? Yes. 2 lasers. Oh, the update's been so good. How about you? You've been liking it? The update's been great. It is just 7 degrees is the coldest I'm getting. Do I need to go further in the room? Hold on. Slinky, Slinky, go, Slinky, go. All right, let's go get more evidence stuff. Is it tomorrow? No, today's today. Tomorrow's tomorrow. Banshee just staying on top of me, just hanging out the entire time. Seriously. Love that movie. Me too. I like the house. Oh, Bleasdale's great. Bleasdale's an amazing house. It's just a really large house. That's the biggest issue. Yeah. Guys, if you came in with Mags, I appreciate you guys so much. Sky, Tornado, Most, Taintless Crab. Interesting. Gunner, Nor, Taintless Crab, thank you for the sub, dude. But yeah, it's been a really, really great update. It's been so cool seeing all this different stuff to mess with. You like the Gremlins movie? Oh yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen it. You know which one I liked? I like the second one. Where they're like, I don't know, like what's the way to explain it? With like the scientific experiments and like the different type of gremlin things. Yeah. Do crabs typically have, I don't think we should ask these questions. If you got to ask, you probably can't afford it, to be honest with you. All right, let's go. Oh, don't the lasers have, these do. This tier of sensor does, but not all of them do. Bug? Did it cut? Here's my guess. My guess is that it cut the power the second I walked outside and this bugged and stayed on. Yeah, it's got to be. All right, well, we'll just go in the dark. I can't see. Hey, there's a flashlight. Let's go. Put that there, grab that there. But Mags, I hope you had an awesome stream, friend. I hope the update treated you well. If you need to go, I appreciate you so stinking much. Please get all the rest. Today's been a heck of a day. All right, put you there. Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close? Are you angry? Yo, you ugly? Where you at? What it be? Gross. Oh, it's 3 degrees finally. Oh, it's finally cold in here. That's nice. Scene's overrated. That is the word on the street. That is what they say. Look at you, you creep. Look at her. What are you doing, lady? She's rude, dude. She's rude AF. Is the orb still here? She just came back here. Ma'am. Okay, there it is. Okay. We should probably be careful, SpongeBob. Okay, lady. What? I thought I could just walk right by her. I was like, oh shit, that's creepy. Yeah, it says object thrown. Yes. Isn't that cool? Oh my god. It's an MMA fight, dude. She does not like the doors to be open. No, but she is singing like crazy. So I don't know. Maybe she's just being stingy and not giving us our evidence. Maybe. Trying to be my friend. I don't need any more friends. I have my max limit of 2. I can't go any further than that. That's too much. Now, orbs is the only thing that she's given us, by the way. Granny mad? But why? Oh, shit. Okay, no, that's fine. Wants to give me a word that it's like unwrapped and in her pocket. She's not giving us anything else. Orbs is literally it. That's it. It's a no evidence run and the orbs are fake. Well, son of a... All right, let's bring more stuff. We'll bring another one of the... Oh, I don't even have UV in there, dude. Oh, we're falling apart. Oh, we're falling apart. We're falling apart. Why'd you guys tell me I didn't have that up there? Accountability. Hold me accountable. How do we get the profile card? Tomorrow. It's not today. That's tomorrow. When you open Phas with the update, there'll be instructions on the little purple app button, on the little Twitch button. You're going to be UV, right? You're going to be UV, right? Is that my book? Ah, not going to be writing. Okay. She did shut the book. Yeah. Footsies. Ultraviolet. Orbs. Okay. EMF 5. So dots EMF 5 are freezing. Is it just a 15-year-long freezing adventure? Is that what this is? No. How do you get early access? If you are a Kinetic Games partner, you get early access. It's really close now, kind of. Let's try this again. Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Are you angry? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? King, Manic, Philly, Laird. Take off for the follows. Y'all are crazy. You're guessing it's a ghost? You know, the odds are in your favor, I gotta admit. What in the absolute heck are we missing? Oh, how dare you, lady? Oh, how dare. All right, we're gonna go get a audio recorder. Audio recorder time. It is a freaking banshee. Called it ages ago. Man, you should go pro. Banshee whale, we're going for it. Hopefully we can hear it with this guy. We don't want you to hunt us, but we're safe anyway. We're fine. All right, let's go. Yeah, Granny don't like us very much, but she was singing a lot, which is why we were thinking banshee. But she was not giving dots for ages. Came for the gameplay, stayed for the sarcasm. You know, my kids are starting to do it, which is a little dangerous. Oh, no, I'm not worried about it now. We'll do it later. I was gonna say, I still need to get a recording of the flickering lights. Okay. Put that guy down. Put that guy down. Now we listen. The nice thing is that you can listen to the audio recorder without actually having to record yet. So you can avoid having to get the same unique audio, like to get the same audio twice and one of them be a duplicate. You can avoid it. Come on. Be you. All right. Also, is there a reason they have a roll of paper towels in here? How bad are they? Ooh. Liberal, hello. But like how hours till how many? What? You click the recording? Oh, so yeah, you turn it on. Hold please. Hold please. Where is it? I hate, okay, tier 2 kind of sucks. I don't like tier 2 that much. I like tier 1 and 3 better. Look. Okay, good talk, I guess. I keep a roll of paper towels in my bathroom. I can also have cats. She's in the wall. Babsy, think of the 3 months. Oh, hi, Grandma. No, we need a banshee whale. I don't need this. We don't want to waste it. You can go away. Love you. No, thank you. Come on. Hey, Tofu, how are you? We want a banshee whale. What does the tier 3 look like? Well, would me describing what it looks like help you? I can show you the lobby. When we get done with the games, we'll go back to the lobby. Oh, hi. I might have to cut out this portion of us waiting for the banshee whale. Scream, I dare you. No, if I hear your scream, then I'll scream. That sounded like she had gas. I don't know what that was supposed to be. That's not what we wanted. Real-time editing? No, you do clap. You do claps so you know where the peaks are. You know to cut. Granny, are you gassy? I don't think she's gonna do the roar, guys. I really wanted her to, but it just... What the hell? It just doesn't seem like she's going to. I want to show it to you, but it's up to her, not up to me. You are. I mean, yeah, that's true. We're in the bathroom. Yeah, but the door's open, though. So what's that say about her? But also that. Interesting that they added that. Banshees can be caught on sound recorder. Yes. Was that a question or a statement? Yes. She wants to clean the windows. That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate, you know, anybody that wants to come help. Statement. Oh, I'm very aware. Which is why we're doing it. I don't know where you are. I'm too late, but we'll try to see if we can get... Will it count? Because I caught nothing. Yeah, it didn't count. See how fast that is? That was the Banshee. That was that fast. Can the ghost see through the glass doors of Willow? No. They definitely cannot. It was a really short scream. Yeah, some of these you've got to be quick, which is why a lot of people will record everything they hear, but then they end up recording the same audio multiple times. But yeah, we had our fun. We had our fun. There's a Banshee. All right, we have one more to do. We gossip one more. Can you see through the glass at Willow? Yep, you sure can. I mean, unless you're closing your eyes or something, that can't help you. Banshee, Banshee, Banshee. It definitely felt like it was stalking us a bunch, and that was a little more obvious there. All right, one more time. Let's go. Hiding in the stairwell? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, we're fine on time. How are you supposed to manage to record that without just recording constantly? You've got to catch it fast. That's the thing. You've got to catch it fast. Okay. Who do we have now? Michael. All I haven't been checking my outdoor cameras. Why are they glitchy? What is this? You see that? How they're like spazzing? What is this? We have an anomaly on the garden porch camera. Can somebody report that? Oh, now we got one on the main camera. All right. Flashlight, this guy, that guy. Power's in the back again, but it doesn't matter right now. Garden porch is sus. Yeah. Hopefully there's no intruders. You guys are the follows. Welcome in. Yeah. Observation duty 69. I hate it here. Hi, Joe. No summoning. Temps look normal. Anomaly fixed. Thank you. Goodbye 9 salt photos. Good riddance too. Did we use it? Absolutely. Why? Because something like this didn't exist. Forgot him last round? Forgot her last round? No, we left her with the Banshee to keep her company. Grandma seemed really lonely. She was coming after us a lot. Ooh, that's a little... Are you out here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Granny was very excitable. Oh, I think you're here. Could you do something to make it a little more obvious that you're here? It's 9 degrees. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, let's go get stuff and things. Ghost is out playing in the yard again. All right, I'll take the axe away. Don't want them to have too much fun. You know what I'm saying? Makes the game less boring. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Tornado. It makes the game way more interesting to have so much more to do, especially in multiplayer when you can give people roles of things to do, whether they're the person that's doing video, audio, the photo camera, finding evidence for the ghost, whatever it may be. Ooh, you look like an EMF 5. I don't remember an event happening. So you are back here, you little turd, but I don't have a good shot of back there, over there. I don't see any orbs or anything. Not that I can tell. Sphinx, thank you for the 6 months. You don't want the ghost axing? No, I do not, Lady Ravenous. I'd rather it not. Please and thank you. Let's get another camera back there. We will get some dots and a book, and then we'll run back and get more stuff. All right. I think we might have EMF 5. I think it's possible. What's with the new... They haven't said what the map is going to be yet. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Seed? Yeah. They haven't announced what the map is going to be yet. They have like a very blurred teaser image, but that's it. Unless I got it vented on and I didn't hear it or something. Or if it's a Pulte that's throwing things and looking like it's an EMF 5. Is that me or Ghosty? I see my breath. Do some homework. No worries, Copper. I appreciate you, friend. I hope that the homework goes well. The ghost just standing there? No. Maybe? Huh, interesting. Just touch that door. Does the homework ever go well? I don't know. I just, you know. Okay, now it stopped. What the? Okay, dude. It's walking. Okay, it's walking over here a lot. Let's do actually this. I'm going to try this. We're going to put that there, that there, that there. I think that's the way. No, this is Patrick. Oh, thank you for the prime. Thank you so much. Buy 9 self. Yeah. Good, absolutely good riddance. I don't miss it. Oh, man. Hey, Smape, how are you? Thank you, Empathy. Talking about the lore of the tarot cards and the meaning of the cards pulled in the attic bedroom. Oh, the showcase stream. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, if you're an EMF 5er, EMF fiber. Ghosty was walking around a lot over there because it kept setting this motion sensor light off. That's how we knew where it was. But I think I'm going to do... Oh, motion sensors might actually be tough. I could put one on the door, I suppose, and going around that way. I could do more cameras. We're just going to have to cover that whole area. Man. This ghost is going to be a little bit of a bummer. All right. We'll make it work. It'll be fine. Give it some time. We'll be fine. If you use the Ouija board at the beginning of the game on amateur, does that make the ghost haunt automatically? Only if you lower your sanity below 50%. If you use a cursed object during the countdown where the ghost can't hunt you and you lower your sanity below 50, the ghost can hunt you. Let's see what it does. Delia, thank you for the prime. Welcome in. Ghost. Okay. Man, this ghost sucks. Where are you? Are you here? That's me. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Taking a wee. Where are you? Can I get me? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you?
Behind.
Where are you?
From behind.
Are you near? All right. So like it's like over here, I guess. Walking around. Jade, oh my god. Thank you for the primes, guys. Oh my god. Moon, 20 months. Ooh, it's so close to freezing. Okay, I guess I'll put this actually over here then. It has not wrought in the book. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. Did I just lose my book? Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, it's in my hand. Whew. Okay, we're fine. It went sideways and went to place it. It's going sideways. We saw no orbs, if I recall. Holy moly. All right. Feel like it was in 5 minutes. No, I think it's I really do think it's a matter of your sanity. Yep. I do believe. Mr. Incredible, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Swamp. Welcome in. Pizza, hello. Pulled a video up of mine. Oh, 5 months ago. Oh, God. What video? So, if it is, let's just say, because we thought we saw EMF 5 on the board, that'd be Spirit Wraith or Twins. That means we're going to get either dots, freezing, or writing. Dots, freezing, or writing. Well, I guess we just keep trying at this point because Ghost is being a turd, but... No evidence with friends. Oh, got crazy. Oh. First ever stream. I normally catch the vids. Is it exciting? Well, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I typically stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30, and Sunday at 1. And unless there's special occasions like the update. So we streamed this morning. All right, Ghosty. What are you not telling us? Do I need to put one like over here? Maybe like here? Oh, wait. Why do you like that? No, the other. Let me turn you like this. That might work. I don't know where it's walking around. That's the problem. Only started to use because the drops. Hey, man, it's worth it. 'Tis worth it. All right. I set up a little Mission Impossible trap for it over there. I know. Yeah, this area is not the best. Maybe it's freezing now. Oh, it's walking over there. I just seen it. I just seen it. Okay, here, do the thing. Do the thing. What? What did it just do? I'm gonna get hunted. No writing. No dots. No freezing. Oh, it could have been a wraith teleport. Ooh, because that did literally nothing. Are you dots and you just suck? Are you dots and you just suck? Hold on. That's a really good call. That's a very good call. Okay, let's see if we can survive out of here. I think I have salt. You think you saw dots? Oh, did you? I didn't think I did. So, I mean, if it starts hunting, as I say, if it starts hunting me before we actually escape, I'll just put Wraith. But yeah. It's got to be. I mean, we had an EMF 2 for 0 reason, and the ghosts we have left are Spirit, Wraith, and Twins. So if you look at your Wraith, you have EMF, Spirit Box, and dots. So if anything, I could watch the truck for a second, but I don't know if the camera sees over there enough. Oh, look, EMF 5 again. See that I'm like blocked by a tree. And I mean, unless I use this camera over here to maybe see dots, but man, it's so bright. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Like, what if I saw dots like this, you know? How's the update? It's great. It's wonderful. All the cameras are bugging and I don't know why. How do you escape the ghost while it's hunting? Hide. You hide. Oh, I was hoping you would just show me dots because that'd be cool to see it from the truck. But you're being a weenie, so that's fine. 66%? Nay. We're not going to let you hunt us. Let's take all the salts. Come on, Jeffrey. Hey, Curtis. How are you? What's up, King? Thank you for all the follows today, guys. I appreciate you. If you're not in my server, the link I'm putting into the purple side of chat anyway. And then I've also been posting YouTube videos as well, especially with the update. I have a patch notes one. I have my first hunt that I did for Chronicle. And I'll definitely be posting more over the next couple of days for sure. Watch, I'm going to get over here and it's going to dot the second I go to put this down. You suck. Like a lot. The second that I put the salt down, it did it. Like a scripted jerk face. Oh, yeah, no, please just yeet it at my face. That's fine. All right, can you do the dots one more time? They would love to see it again. It did it again as you open the journal too. I know. I know. I know. This area is a really large area, so it's pretty tough, especially when you have lower tier gear. But, you know, it's not meant to be the easiest thing in the world, right? It's okay to crash out. I don't think it is. What if it was windy out and all the salt blew away? That would suck. All of a sudden it just disappears in front of me. Oh, man. Thank you, Finn. You're not going to show me dots again, are you? No? We're just having it? No? All right. Let's see if it does it when I leave. Actually, wait, we'll do this. Let's do this. We'll at least try to get something out of this. We'll put this guy like here. There we go. That'll make fly. That'll make fly. Hale, thank you so much for the tier 1. I mean, thank you for the prime. Welcome in. Not with you watching. Get out of here. Hey, Stefan. Yeah, paid actor. Gosh dang it. Maybe we can get a recorded dot ghost from the truck. Let's give it a whirl. It's over there walking around a bunch. All right, we're ready to record you. Just walk directly to the camera, please. And thank you. Any day. Belly Bean, hello. Walk to the camera in 4, 3. Oh, motion sensed. Oh no, I'll just let it record. I forgot about the motion sensor stuff. Haha, Yahtzee. Watch it knock it over. I know. I know. Oh, come on, do the thing. I bet if I go to get dots, it's going to do the motion sensor again. You want to place a bet? Thank you, Empathy. Perfect timing. Ghost, we're kind of done with you. That might have counted, although that looked super sus with how it recorded it. Oh, it did not. It said motion and then it said dot. Sad. Sad, but there is a example of a duplicate. So to get a perfect game, you can't have duplicates. You'd have to delete this and try again. And then, you know, and I could remove the motion sensors and do all that jazz, but we're not going to do that right now. No. We have a wraith. We're just going to take it and get out of here. All you need for the weekly is the ghost. You don't have to do all that other stuff. We're just tinkering, playing around. Welcome back. That random EMF 2 is what pushed us to wraith. It randomly just went off. There was no sound because it teleported to us. That is why. And if I go to detailed statistics, it used its ability a single time, and that was the only time it did it. Yep. But there we go. 5,300 XP. Very nice. Very, very nice. Lovely. Do not forget, if you're just coming in and we are talking about the weekly, 2 cool things about the weekly now is that you can see all the settings using this magnifying glass and clicking in here. But also you can click on an eyeball that is in the top right next to the question mark. If you click on that, you can then see the loadout. You don't have to go find any sort of information from anywhere else except from in the game to know this stuff. So that's a really awesome addition. Very cool. Very cool. What's the question mark? That. It's just a legend. Can you video record players? I'm going to have to get a bunch of people together, like get a group together and play to figure out what we can do in multiplayer. I don't know yet. Yeah. Kate, welcome in. Hello. Celestial, Pappy, Devine. One special. Hello. Thank you for the follows. Yeah. If you guys didn't see the server or the other socials, if you're not seeing it anywhere, it's in my bio as well for anybody that was looking. Why is it called a legend? I don't know. Why is it called a fork? Because the person that made it chose that name, I guess. That's my guess. Oh boy. Is Yuri still the only ghost that can close the door? Close the ghost fully? That can close the door fully? Oh no. No. Not anymore. Not no more. Hey, Venomous, how are you? Lady, welcome in. All right. Let's do a drop to let you guys choose where I'm going to go. You can only drop once per drop. Allow me to explain how this works. So, what we're going to do... Oh, nope. All right. If you guys do exclamation point drop, and then you can add whatever emote you want after it. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to join. Little parachute people are going to fall from the sky. The one that lands closest to the center of that goo cauldron down in the corner will get to choose where I go next. Exclamation point drop, and you can add an emote after it if you want. You have 60 seconds from right now, and then I will cue the drop and everyone will drop. Let's go, dropping sounds. Let's go. But I get pushed far away like always. Listen, doesn't always happen. Listen, Nexus, they can send me wherever they want. Yeah. Hi, Hattie. Hello, Miss Hattie. How are you? Lovely Midnight Society member. How are you, homie? It feels so weird seeing that. What do you mean? What, you mean because it was bugging the other day? Yeah, it's only on the purple side, friends. Yeah, only on the purple side. Stefan, don't spoil the surprise. If I win, you're going here. What is the Midnight Society? The Midnight Society is an amazing group of content creators, streamers that focus on horror games, but like to do a lot of variety. It's just a group of friends. We love to just lift each other up, but also we love the community. We love everybody that supports the team. And it's just a really great group of people. Honestly, everybody that is on the team is amazing in their own way. And everybody is so different. And I love it. They're all so amazing. I love them all. But yeah, we help each other. We help the community. We help everybody. It's great. Mr. Tater Cheap. Do you know if every phantom can now close the door? What? It's the Friday 13th. I wish that they brought Friday the 13th back so badly. Is it not working? Oh, no, it is. It's about to work right now. It's about to work right now. Yeah. Allow me. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. Oh no, it's working just fine. It's working just fine. I wish it told me how many dropped. I'd be very curious to see. Oh man, somebody just got yeeted up this way. Where they are. There they are. I can't see who's that name. I can't see that name. I don't know what that is. My bit rate. Why is yours getting messed up, but mine is fine? Can't see where you are. I can't see half the names. Oh, you tried. What is that? Who is that? Is it Lilia? Is that who it is? Is it Lilia? Hey, you won. GG's. That was you, friend. Very nice. All right, where are we going? It is your choice. The choice is yours. Point Hope, you got it. All right. We've been running professional, honestly, for the most part, just because it's been really nice to try to figure out all the different sounds, video, and photos that we can take, can't take, just dabbling and messing around. I've been enjoying it a lot, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if professional is necessarily going to be something I stick with. I guess it depends if I want to go for perfect games or not. Wasn't expecting to win. Well, there you go. Easy peasy, friend. Thank y'all for the follows. Welcome in. Have there been any big ghost changes? I can speak, I'd say with confidence. Would I say 100% certainty? No. Would I say like 95% certainty? Yes. That the Banshee can now change favorite rooms. Can the ghost levitate? Gaga. Can we finally have a levitating sausage? Oh, I'm taking them all to the ghost room. All right. Let's go. Point Hope. Let's go. Was Banshee in the notes, though? No. They said it was a last-minute change. I'm pretty sure he said it was a last-minute change.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There have been new
Wheel spin?
reports of a
Yeah, I could do that real quick. Yeah.
must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Yeah, let's do that now before we get into the match.
To your advantage.
Any good sausage levitates. Touche. And now they can in Point Hope as well. All right. Let's see what it's going to be. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Matthew. Ooh, a random game. All right. We'll do this real quick before we go and continue the match. Let me open this up. Can we see the van? Yeah, it's right there. Feels like they tweak the rate at which rooms cool down too. Oh, maybe. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be doing a lot more deep diving for science than I would ever be able to. So we'll definitely be looking to them for information too. All right. What should the word be? What should the word be? Thank you, Sparkle. Pickles? We should make people, I should make people struggle to spell sausage. Yeah, let's do it. All right. If you type sausage in chat, you are entered to win a free Steam game. You can only enter once, so once you've typed it once, you're good to go. You're set. And then after about 60 seconds or so, we will roll it, and whoever wins, I will send a whisper to. The word is sausage. Do you see what you did, Gaga? You see what you did? Grim, thank you for the biddies. Oh my God, thank you so much, Grim. I appreciate it so much. Just rickrolled me, you mother. All right. While you guys are doing that, you have about 30 or so seconds to enter, so you have time. If you don't know how to spell sausage, it's right there. Oh, ads are coming too. I hate to delay it more, but I mean, this might be actually the best timing for this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I'll get Twitch open because it doesn't like to do it through the chat. All right, you have 10 seconds to type sausage. 10 seconds. We are almost at 300 of you. Can we have 300 sausages in the chat? Not something I ever thought that I would ask for, but it feels very appropriate right now. That's 300. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, hit it. Not a very common ask. Thank you, Sharkbait. That is quite a sentence. That is a thing. And it is going to... I'm a potato. Let's go. It is not rigged. Stop it. No, it is not. You just have to learn how to type your name randomly better. Or whatever. I'm a potato. GG's. GG's. I am going to message you now, friend. I'm a potato. All right. I will send you the name of the game. Is it Tachia? I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know how to pronounce this. But there's that. There's the actual code for the game. There you are. I have so many Humble Bundle games that this is a really great way for me to be able to give them to other people so they can actually enjoy them. All right. Nice. But now ads are about to play. Well, at least we got to do that for the ads played. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the ads now. Okay. I do 3 minutes of ads every hour. So that way, if you are new here, you don't get hit with pre-rolls. So if you're not subbed, if you don't have turbo, we do this. We sit inside of the truck or outside, whatever, so that if you're not subbed, you're not trying to catch up later. You know what I mean? So I can control it. We sit here. So 3 minutes, get up, stretch your legs, go potty, get a drink, whatever it may be, and we'll be right back. All right. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Thank you all for all the follows today, man. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for everyone to get their hands on this update. It's going to be awesome to see what people come up with. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that I never thought of and some of the others have never thought of as to what you're able to capture. And it's going to be cool to see. You don't like sausage, only pepperoni, only by itself. I mean, you know, that's fine, I guess. This was the second day in a row we were like munching down on a charcuterie board. My wife's friend got her one for when she got out of the hospital after having the baby because all she wanted was like deli meat. You don't see ads? Because you're subbed. You're subbed. You might have been gifted. It was delicious. The cheese was great. It was delish. Oh God, what did Matthew do? Matthew, what'd you do? Is Mrs. Flash feeling more human? She's feeling great. She's just been tired. I think that's been the biggest thing of anything. She's just been tired, but she's been doing really well. Where it's at. Well, she was asking my wife's friend was asking me, like, what do you think that she would want? Do you think she'd like something like this? I was like, oh yeah, soft cheeses and charcuterie. I think she would love it. So yeah. You ever try smoked Gouda? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is what happens when like my wife's friend is bougie and like some of the other, like I get to try some of this stuff. Is Mrs. Flash playing the new update? Not that I'm aware of. Something about not being able to talk. Oh. When is the update? It is tomorrow for me anyway. It is 10:30 at night for me right now. So it'll be tomorrow. Time-wise, I'm not sure. We don't know. If you could add one more map or ghost to the game, what would it be? Oh, I always talked about a map. I would love to have a broke down carnival. I would love to have a broke down. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm playing with a charger guy, a brick. Secretly a Phasmo main. Imagine Song if all of a sudden I just pop downstairs and I see her just prestige 20, level 4,000. For the achievements, how do you recognize it's your... What do you mean the Twitch achievements? I don't understand what you're saying. How you liking the update, Espen? It's been great. It has been awesome. All right. Ads are done. There we go. We got all that stuff out of the way in one swoop. A post-apocalyptic grocery store. Oh, interesting. Can't wait to play tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming or not. I would love to because it's the first day of drops ever for this game. But I just don't know if it's going to be possible. If not, we have Wednesday. It won't be the end of the world. It'll be okay. Aren't they adding a special card for those who watch Twitch streams? Yeah, but it's not like an achievement. Yeah, they are. And that starts tomorrow. Polished, how are you? I'm so itchy. I'm so itchy. All right. A mall? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Any tips through an apocalypse for the first time? Patience. A lot of patience. The Phasmophobia, the unofficial cheat sheet that's made by Zero. That's really helpful too if you're trying to understand ghost speeds. Because when the ghost is 150% speed, like I don't know every little difference in the ghosts for 150. I'm not used to them hunting like that. So listening to stuff like that is also really helpful. Also, don't be afraid to re-roll, back out and try again to get better objectives. Because sometimes you just get crappy objectives. There's nothing you can do about it. Abandoned toy store? Oh, imagine like in an arcade. That'd be sick. All right. Point Hope time. Donald Baker. Have memory team escape. Capture a photo of the ghost. Witness a ghost event. Please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Be somewhere that is lower. Oh, please. We beggeth thee. Oh, point hope gods. I'm sorry, did the moon just appear? What the hell? I'm sorry, has that always been like that? Peekaboo. All right. Pizzeria? Oh yeah, Pika Moon. Oh, they locked my shower again. Oh well, I guess we'll have to be stinky. Why did they take away the spot for our rescued friend in the truck? For our rescue? Oh, the spot on the left. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we could request it to come back. I know what you mean. The little spotlight spot. We'll just have to make do. It'll be fine. You know, I knew it was going to be cards. I just knew. What is the... Oh, Lala, if you do ! cheat sheet on the purple site, you will get the website for it. Why do I have hiding everywhere? I guess I'm not used to playing pro and having so many hiding spots. Fool them. We will eventually. I'm sure. Oh, I love that website too. He does such a great job. He updates it with all the new events. He updates it with everything. Oh, are you a games room ghost? Oh, you a gamer? Hello? I'm sorry. Was that supposed to be this? That was a little weird. Huh. All right, dude, is the breaker all the way up here? Oh, gross. Love the new sounds. I love most of them. There's probably a couple. Okay, where's my power, dude? I'm sorry, did I miss the power? Am I wacky? It doesn't go up this high. You guys had, yes, she had the baby like 3 days ago. Yeah. It's on the first floor. It is not. You lie to me. Did I go right past it? Oh, I hate it so much. I went right past it. I just checked behind the door and kept rolling. I didn't even look by the stairs. All right, well, that's okay. All right, we'll drop that there. We'll go turn the power on. We'll collect the sausages. We'll bring them up. Yeah, Brooke, I think, yeah. It's right here. It's not even on the first floor. It's literally in the kitchen. I got too excited. I was over here looking at this is what I did. You know what I did? I walked up here like this, not paying attention to my right, looked over like this, and then kept moving. But this was shut, so I didn't see a light. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Baby Flash? No, my wife was a surrogate. No. No, the couple that, oh, I thought I saw a bone. The couple that have the baby, they're already home. They drove home, I think, yesterday. Yeah. Has the baby come out? The baby has come out. What a way to ask if somebody's given birth. Hey, did the baby come out yet? It certainly has. It certainly has. Well, let's do video camera. Let's do 83. What in the world? Is that like a Pulte? Where'd the baby go? What the hell? Spirit box, ultraviolet, and ghostwriting. Let's try spirit box, ultraviolet, and ghostwriting. What if it is? Like, that's crazy activity for not even being in there. Thank you, Crow. Yeah, it went, dude, it honestly could not have gone any better. Literally from the beginning to the end. Might be EMF 5, but two stacked on top of each other? Like possible twinage, maybe? Maybe. But not stacked like that, though. If you have sound sensors in the room, can you record from the truck? I don't think so. No. Your screen is black. You have to open your eyes, Lorraine. That. No. Holy shit. Oh, the second that I turned my headlamp on. Oh, you son of a... What up, Justly? I know, Mayor, when I see one, don't you do that to me. You're going to be right, and I'm going to be really upset about it. Where are you?
That was taken away.
Well, why were you taking that? That was new. Where are you? No ultraviolet. Nay. Why do I have a handle? Shh. Not a mayor. Dude, leave it alone. Darn. Oh, it's freezing. Which means I could take a picture of that. So that was something else we found out about Justly, which was kind of weird. On the tier 2 thermometer, when you drop it, the number's not there anymore. You can't see that it's freezing. But you can take a photo of it if you have freezing and get freezing. Like if you saw freezing on the thermometer and dropped it, you can take a photo of it and you'll get a freezing picture even though it doesn't say it's freezing. What? All right, I have spirit box, I have freezing. What if it's a mimic? Or the twins? We did say possibly twins. Whatever I said confused your brain. Whatever I said confused my brain. There was a... It was really slight, though. It was so subtle. All right. This, Gaga, this is for you, friend. This is for you. We're making this happen. That would explain the graph. That would explain the two... It literally did two EMF 5 stacked on top of each other. Yep, it's sausage time. All right. Let's... how do we disperse these to allow it the opportunity to use them? All right, we'll get rid of some stuff. All right. We don't want you to use those. We want you to use these. Here, we'll put one on the pool table. Okay. What'd you throw over here? Oh, you threw a pool wall? Yeah. And we'll put one down over here. And I think I need a flashlight. Let's go get a flashlight. Just tier 2? Well, no, the tier 3 thermometer actually says the reading on it. So that could make sense why you take a photo like, oh, here's freezing. That would make sense for the tier 3 and even the tier 1 because the tier 1 is the mercury thermometer so you can see it. But the tier 2 you can't. Oh my Lanta. All right. Let's get... We know you're twins. We know what you are. What did I come down here for? Flashlight, because we wanted to see it do the thing with the stuff. I'll grab one of these too. Makes you want to not eat a sausage. You're going to offend her and she's going to get really upset. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Welcome in. Justly, thank you again for the 4 months, man. I'm sorry it's not a mayor. You like the tier 1 over the tier 2 thermometer? I still like the tier 2 over the tier 1. The randomness of tier 1, I hate. No, that change I've always hated. I've hated it so much. It doesn't make sense for a mercury thermometer to be random like that because mercury thermometers are very precise. All right. Got that. Turn that off so it'll actually throw stuff. All right, sausage time. Let's go. I could always get a video camera to record it too. All right, if it turns the music on, I'm leaving. I think he's trying to set the mood. Wait, what did it just throw? Did I miss it? No, it threw something else. Come on, lift the sausage and throw it. Let's go. Stop touching the door, dude. If it did it right in front of our face, this would be pretty magical. Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. What is wrong with all of you? My god. Gaga's not doing it. Apparently it's not a Sausage Pro. What? Wingardium Levio. We are innocent. You lie. You lie. Thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Do the 10, Ghosty. What if I put them all in a little pack? Like put them all right here. Right here. Snossage. 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 Okay. Right there. Okay. Over there. That. Do that. Oh, scratched. Less chance of it to do the ting. Oh, it's playing chess. Okay. We're ready now. Come on. It's not going to do it. It's going to try to kill us first. You know that's going to happen. Elmo, thank you for the biddies. Use the cards. If I use the card, that's just going to cause a hunt. The problem is that there's so many things for it to use here. There's a lot of stuff it can interact with. Well, where? Did it just say out? Is that the tier 3 sound recorder? Yes, it is. Yeah. It said, ow. No, I don't think this is happening. I think this is a long shot. I hurt his feelings. He hurt my feelings. Okay. How you like the new update? Elmo, it's been great. It's been wonderful. Okay, do you want me to play the music? Here, I'll do it. I hurt his feelings. Well, it's fine. I played it. It's fine. All right. Ghost, I give up on you. I'm giving up on you. I don't want to do a pillow fight. Flash is a quitter. Yeah, but it's not doing the ting. And then it farted on me. Hey, challenge today, playing for fun. Really just exploring everything today. We did the weekly earlier. Did it always slowly raise pillows? No, it didn't slowly raise anything. Nope. It now levitating items before it throws it is a new thing. Well, that's dicey. The floating items are great, especially with the fact that we need to try to record video. It gives you extra time to be able to do it. Listen, dude. Just do it. It's throwing everything but the sausage. Our mission is a failure. I'll spread them out a little more. If I see a sausage go flying, though, it's going to be funny. Hi, Rhodey. Oh, I feel like I just saw you. Yikes. Listen, hotshot. Throw the sausage. Hi, Rhodey. Do you believe I'm double parked? Oh, man. Ghost, you be stinky dough. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's just going to hunt us now. No, he doesn't want to do it. Oh, whatever. Jerk. There's just too many items in that room, and I don't feel like clearing all of them out. Rhodey, how was your stream, Fran? Can we escape with our lives? No, we can't. The minute that I left, it said, fine, I'll do it. Uh-oh. Is good. Did some, oh, viscera cleanup. Uh-oh. Did you figure out how to bring a sausage into high school? Yeah, exactly. How do we do that? Open says me. It's not till tomorrow, Vox. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are mistaken for some reason thinking that it was today. Yeah, it's not till tomorrow. Fast twin on the loose. I don't know. It was just being a turd. Just being a turd. I don't even want to get all the rest of this stuff. We're taking that point up. I've been in here for too long messing around with the sausages. Yep, that's exactly what we said. Gotta get the window unit moved to the bedroom. The AC went out this weekend. Oh, Rhodey. I hope that it goes well, man. Hopefully you can sleep and not be roasted.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Sausage shenanigans. Yeah, precisely. Tomorrow's an hour away. Oh, it depends where you're from. Yeah. Wolf, welcome in. Elmo, thank you for all the biddies. Ninja, thank you so much. Is Yurei scuffed now? I don't know. I haven't gotten a Yurei yet. What if I've gotten like twins, Pulte, Banshee. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of them, but I have not gotten a Yurei yet. The tweens. Excuse me. Oh, my Lanza. Okay. What is debriefing? Oh, allow me. The last game that we just played, typically you would not be able to go back in and look at your stats. Well, guess what? Now you can. Tomorrow's an hour away? Yeah. Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock for me, so it's about an hour from the 24th. What a great quality of life adjustment. It was desperately needed. Desperately needed. Oh, Galactic, that is going to happen all the time. It's inevitable. What are the trophies? Those are achievements. Yep. If you have all the achievements in the game, then these 3 trophy cabinets will be filled except for this spot. Unless you have if you have the Apocalypse trophy, then all of them will be filled. Epic was so happy. I know. I've been asking about it for years. I have a suggestion somewhere in the Phas Discord when I asked them if they could add something like that, like 3 years ago. That, what else did I ask? I asked for that. I asked for the ability to do this, to be able to scroll in one direction and keep going. Asked for that. Yeah. Nope, Jack, I'm literally watching 3 chats at once. Yeah, I think that they saw that some of these quality of life adjustments were necessary or really worth it to put in the work, and they did. Did your level reset? Nope. Nope. I'm level 100. I'm not prestiging because I'm waiting. I don't want to lose the tier 3 stuff yet. Once I've checked out everything I feel like I need to check out, then we will prestige. Yeah. Tower card actually doing anything? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. All right. I'm going to try the voting thing to see if this works. Tater was saying it didn't work for him earlier. I'm going to try. Your vote only counts once if it does work. All right. 1 through 14 inside of chat on the purple side. 1 through 14, you decide where you want to go. It looks like it's working now. It must have just been broken earlier today. So, good. Good, good, good. Wherever you guys want. I don't care. Your choice. Yeah, it's just on the purple side. If you want to vote, you'd have to come over here. Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, guys. Do insanity? No. No, that's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Insanity means less opportunity for us to be able to show the different photos, videos, and audio that we can get. Tornado, all of them. Every one of them. Tornado, it's along the same lines as me posting a video with about a different game. And on the front, like on the first however many frames, it says what game I'm playing. And then the comments are filled with, hey, what game is this? It doesn't matter. Chief, I appreciate you. It doesn't matter. Emilios, thank you for the prime. All right. Let's shut it down. Prison it is. Let's go. Let's go. Prison. I think I have everything I need. Any new ghosts coming to you now? No, I don't think so. No. I think ghosts is kind of the last thing that they're worried about right now. New ghosts. I know that they're worried about the revamps of the maps and everything, but not new ghosts. They go for the follows. Radical, Toe Mater, Mason, NMG. Get on hello. Small, welcome in. Debriefing is your ability to go back and look at the last game that you played after you maybe like quickly went too fast and hit next. Yeah. Started playing Phasmo. What are some tips? Don't die. Don't die. Nowhere to hide. Patience. Learn thing in bite-sized pieces. Do the tutorial. Start with amateur. Work your way up. Yeah. All right. Let's go to prison. Panda! Thank you so much for the subs, dude. How do you connect? How do you connect the drops here? You'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, what you'll do is you'll end up connecting your platform, whatever it is, to Twitch. And then when you're watching Twitch, after however much time, you'll unlock it that way. Yeah, the instructions will be in the update. You'll see it. I think they're even going to include instructions in the release of the not the patch notes, but the what did DK call it? Hold on. DK called it something. What did he call it? Hold on. Hold on. It's explained. Yeah, there's going to be a blog post going out that's going to explain it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's rock. Lone Wolf, thank you for the biddies. Panda, thank you so much. Prison we go. To prison. Maria Walker. Okay, we need to capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera, get a ghost to blow out a firelight, and capture a video of a ghost. Capture a video of a ghost. All right, we have 12 cameras that we can cycle through here. Okay. Let's see. So we have entrance. Oh God, it's so dark. Why is it so dark? I can't see anything. Holy moly. I think it's because of the weather type. Also, night vision already starts on these cameras. Thank goodness. Dude, I can't see squat. It's so dark. All right, well, we'll just try our best, I suppose. MC Ninja, thank you. So that tier 3, a gifted tier 3, pardon you. Oh my God. Oh, you goofs. Oh, you goofs. I've had that happen a lot. I feel like it's due to the weather. I could be wrong, but it really feels like fog. When you have fog, the inside cameras are dark AF all the time. Yeah. Is there still no way to tell if you get the bone? Not unless you take a photo of it. Yeah. Thank you guys. Goose, Ninja. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Oh, hi, Frank. Why is Frank at attention right now? That's... You guys ever watch Mad TV? Do you guys remember Stuart? This is like Stuart energy written all over it. Look what I can do. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Play the new update? Yeah. Yeah, it should be my title. Oh, there's no power there. Sad. We were watching Mad TV a few nights ago. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I haven't watched it in a long time, but when Michael McDonald and them were on it, it was beautiful. Ninja! Thank you again, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, thank you for the 10-month Prime. Didn't pay attention. No, you're okay. All is well, man. You're good. Baby Ghost, thank you. Man. All the stuff is happening. All the things. We were watching Can I Get Your Number skit. I don't think I remember that one. Dang it. All right, there's no power here. We'll go to B block. What's that, Stuart? Oh my God. The wifey potato. Thank you for the 2 months. Envy, thank you for the biddies. Vin. I think one of my favorite ones he did with Stuart when he was talking about the goo goo protector that they left on the water fountain. Ninja. Oh my God. Oh, it's an MMA fight, dude. Oh, power's not here. Son of a bitch. Ninja, dude. Guys, if you're ever gifted a sub, please make sure to thank whoever it is that gifted. Good gravy. Thank you, Matthew. Chase, welcome in. What's up, Jack? How are you? The achievement trophies are new with the update? Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is it all the way in the back? I mean, it kind of has to be at this point. Son of a. Oh, it's here. Okay. It's the second furthest location. Goodness gracious. Still have no idea where the ghost is. I haven't heard a damn thing. I've heard nothing. Place your bets that it's by the front door. Watching the perfect nightmare experience. Oh, on the TV. Hey, let's go, Bacon. Appreciate you, Panda. Thank you so much. Level 8. My God. I'm sorry, what? Your story with the who, the what, the where? Hello? Paramike now says words. I guess. Oh, there's my breath. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my God. Thank you for the primes. Well, all right. Let's go back to the truck so I can clean this pee off my chair. It's really uncomfortable. Hot lamp, Mason, welcome in. Need to get my emotional support dolphin plush. It makes me think of Tash. She always has like one of those oh, what do you call them? They're not plushes. They're like the big You know what I'm talking about. The squishmallows or whatever they're called. But she was playing the Resident Evil series, so to be fair to her. Yeah. Akio, no, friend, you don't need anything, friend, other than hanging out here, chatting and having fun. That's all that matters. You do not need to do anything. Gonna say pillow pet. Oh, that's close enough. Close enough. Shark bait. Thank you for the subs. My goodness. All right, I don't see any orbicals. We're gonna have to bring a camera. Our sanity is at 75 because, well, walking all the way over there takes a little bit out of us. But I guess we'll do Dot's book. I need 3 unique photos. That's a cursed possession, maybe the bone. Yeah, we'll waste it. Okay. And a clean pair of shorts. You have one of those. That's a puffs from Universal. Oh, my son has one that's kind of like that, but it's like a s'more. It's like a massive s'more. Oh, I could do a picture of the EMF. That's a good point. Yeah. We have to get our brain wrapped around the idea of getting these different photos, sounds, and videos because some of the things have changed and we just have to remember it. Yeah, Moon, they sent me to prison. Yeah, which is fair. I don't think I've played prison once today. What if I stumbled upon the bone? If I stumbled upon the bone, then freaking game on. I just heard that to my left, I think. I don't see any orbicals. Oh, Night Raptor. Tune in, how's it going? It's going well, friend. The games have been pretty good. They've not been bad. Throughout the day, we've had some pretty cool stuff happen. So it's been pretty great. I can't wait for you guys to play the update. I can't. Ninja with the creepy tier 3 Duda. It indeed was left. I thought I heard it on the left-hand side. Unless I'm being pranked. Being pranked, bruh? We'll put the book here. And we'll put Dots here for now. Oh, God. This is going to be a mistake. Somebody say steak. New to Twitch. Wife been playing Phasmophobia a bit, watching the vids. Thought I'd give it a go. Hey. I appreciate you coming in. Twitch is an amazing place. Honestly, I mean, all these platforms between Twitch and YouTube and TikTok, you name it. There's just so many awesome people that you can meet in great communities. I personally feel it's worth it to get to know different people in community and just get to hang out. Yeah. Yeah, what up, Jelly? Hey, what's up, Yetting? Are you still doing that? I don't know about today, Galactic. It's been, yeah, I'm not sure about today. Not raiding raiders? Wait, what happened? What? Manual raiders? Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Glooby, welcome in. Hello. What the hell? We'll watch this. Speaking of steak. Couldn't raid. Oh, no. Oh, it didn't let you. Oh, right. Good. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. I think I had stopped it for an hour because I was afraid if I ended at some point that I didn't want somebody to raid in when I was like going to end or something. What? Oh, it was me. I'm the problem. It's me. Okay. What time is it there? It's 11:13 for me. Ninja, thank you. Tier 2? Song, you overestimate people's abilities. You definitely overestimate. Well, I appreciate the non-raid raid. Thank you so much. I'm just hoping and praying that it does something here at the front. It's inside of A block. We don't have orbs that I can tell. It hasn't walked through dots or anything close by. I could go put some motion sensors down. Yeah. Is this where we get the player card? Starting tomorrow, yeah. Not today, though. Yeah, starting tomorrow, once the update is out, then you can watch. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, though. If anything, I will be live on Wednesday. And then Wednesday, we definitely will. You will have the ability to be here, and then you can get the card for sure. Yeah. Motion sensors may be the move. I think so. With a area that large, it's too tough to try to, I think, narrow down. Yeah, we got to figure out where it's roaming. Oh, yes, on 100%. Will it release exactly? No, they haven't announced the time yet. Nope, we don't know. We are waiting for the Phasmophobia socials / Discord to let us know. Do you have to be a sub? Oh, you would never have to be a sub for a drop. No way. I don't even know if you have to be following. Maybe they might require you to follow. I don't think so. I think you just have to watch for 2 hours whenever it's active and, you know, live and all that jazz. They're just watch time. Yeah. Thank you, Davey. Yeah. That's it. Put one there. Put one over here. Try over here, I guess. Listen, old lady. Oh, thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. Maybe it's worth it to move this a little further in. But yeah, all that stuff with the drops for tomorrow. Like I said, there's going to be a blog post that's released by Faz. This is the words from DK himself when I asked him. They're going to be putting out a blog post and it will explain all of that. This is unfortunate. It's not setting off motion sensors anywhere that I can tell. Any of the things. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Jesus. Try your best. I'm going to try my best. I am, but it's not doing a ding. What? Yeah. Heard that. Are you walking around this, you nerd? I can't see it if I put it there. Give me this. Give me this. Let's go a little bit further in. Let's go like here and go like this. Yeah, it's here now. Yeah. You're over here a lot. So I'm digging that right there. And all right, now let's run so we don't get got. Can't eat crickets. Ugh. Any more whispers? Huh? You have a feeling it's not on Rio? I have no idea what my God, Ghost, why are you yelling at me? You won't be able to hear that in the VOD. You won't, you won't be able to hear that in the VOD. I might have to go clip it on YouTube. YouTube has all the sounds left in it after the stream is over. Ninja, what are you doing, man? Thank you so much for this. That was really great timing. Very well done. Thank you. So stupid. Ray, welcome in. How are you? How do you record the ghost whispers? You record them via this guy. Via that guy. But as of right now, we have not we have not seen a single thing from this ghost. Nothing. Sony? No, Boney. No, it's Boney. You can see it on here. Hold on, where is it? Boney. Okay. I guess we just need to keep bringing more stuff in and just pray. Yeah. This is the best thing we can do. All right, let's check for this. Check for this. We'll check for thermometers. Sanity-wise, I don't. We'll take one anyway. That's fine. New update? Yes, it will be live. It will be live in less than 24 hours. I can almost guarantee that. Edit, try refreshing, friend, because you are literally the only one. You saying lagging is not going to stop it from lagging on your side? Sounds like an internet issue. I'd be happy with them fixing Tanglewood lighting. Well, eventually lighting is going to be fixed. Yeah, they're going to be fixing all that stuff, man. Yeah. Eventually. All right, game on. Where are ya? No freezing, but very freaking cold. Oh, 0.1 degree away. Is the Tanglewood rework coming with Grafton? No, I can guarantee that those will be separate. Where are you? Where are you?
Taken away.
Oh, it also touched this. Do we have phalanges? Any oh, we got phalanges. Look right here. Ultraviolet spirit box. Phantom Pulti Mimic. Yikes. I did not see orbs. I'm also not getting freezing, but I don't know if that's a guarantee. It might just be taking forever. What am I missing? Oh, it's a Pulti. Photo camera, firelight, capture a photo. Well, I don't have any of that stuff. Didn't know that you could peer there? Yeah. Yeah. So we need video of the ghost. We need firelight and photo. Time for a hunt? I mean, we could if we want to, I guess. I don't think we necessarily need to. Leaning to Pulti. It was throwing stuff somewhat, but I don't know. It didn't feel like it was throwing like a Pulti. You stream? I am, Channy. Yes. Yes, I am. All the places. All of them. The reason I try to multi-stream and be everywhere is because I want people to have the availability to watch wherever the heck they want to watch. Some people like one app over another, and I'd prefer you guys get to be where you want to be. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Green Mother Purple? No, I don't stream over there. No, I don't do that. I tried it a few times, but then, yeah, I stopped. Is cell block A room or individual cells all rooms? So it's separated by sides. Yeah, not every cell is a room on its own. You have like the left and the right on both sides and also upstairs. Yep. Oh, thanks, Jenny. All All right. Well, we have our ghost. We just need to do these things now. So we can do the firelight. We can capture the video of the ghost. Do firelight, capture video. I have that video camera in there, so that could save us having to bring something else in. And then photo camera. Yeah, let's, I mean, we can try our best. I don't want to bring a crucifix. Well, no, I'm actually going to bring the audio. I'm going to bring this. Let's try this. See what we can do. Jenny, welcome over. Thank you for the follow. How are you? Welcome over, friend. Made it. All right. I have a lighter, by the way. You don't have the new update on PC because it's not out for you on PC. Yeah. Kinetic Partners had 24-hour early access. So I'd guess within the next, hopefully within the next 12 hours, you guys should have it. Matthew, that's a stretch of a hope. To come out at midnight tonight? Nope. What? Was that the Halo guy? Oh, there's a sound. Where? Oh no, she's trapped in the upside down. We need to help her. Can you pull out the firelight, please? Oh, you're right here. You're going to do it. Now's your time to shine. She's telling us her secret recipe. Aw. Granny. Ghosty roll call. Why you have the new update? I have not this because you're not Kinetic Partner. Yeah. God, it's so jarring. God, it's just, okay. It's so loud. Got it. Tell me which way. Upside down. Okay. I would love to get one more unique sound. I would love to just to knock it out of the park. Just to get rid of it. So mimic? No, we have writing, you dingus. Classic EVP sesh? You betcha. I could turn on the lights, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I thought the computer used to do something. Maybe it doesn't. There we go. Still dark AF, but that's okay. Oops, sound. We gotta go for it. Oh, it went away. Oh, man. I have Paranormal Talking and Fire Extinguish, so we need something different than Paranormal Talking. Is Jason Mask Easter egg thing still in Maple Lodge? Yeah. Yeah, if you go to the end of the pier, you'll still see it. Of course. Does the camera work the same way? Which camera? Armando. Thank you, dude. Ghosty. Where are you? So excited for the update. I'm excited for you guys to have it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Is there a Cheebs in here? Oh, I missed it. I'm focusing, Cheebs. Focusing hard. I do have a feeling this ghost is going to hunt me. Like, for some reason, my sanity has dropped. If it does, well, that sucks. Come on, we need another sound. What's your favorite part about the update? My favorite part about the update... Hold, please. That should count. That should be laughing, right? Oh, groaning. Okay. Sold. Sold. All right, go. Show up. Oh, wait. Actually, wait. We can do this. I think one of my favorite parts about the update, although is probably going to be pretty controversial because I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, I liked being able to fly through it. I like the removal of the 3 stars. I like the removal of the star system, and now it has to be unique. That's probably one of my favorite additions. Ooh. Oh, you son of a... Walk back through again, please. One more time. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Nothing? Boo! Thank you for the prime. Oh, I could have recorded a ghost fart. Oh. Oh. Now I'm sad. The truck dwellers are going to be, oh my God, going to be overpowered. I'm okay with it. Granny's so gassy. Come on, lady. We're going to have to come back. I'm about to get hunted. I've got a feeling. Oh, I don't want to bring that. Is it hard to get 3 different sound recordings? I mean, it takes a little bit of work, but it's not the hardest thing in the world for sure. Like, you're waiting for the ghost to decide to do those sounds, just like you would wait for it to whisper. So it's just patience, honestly. But there's certain things that you can do that you can force. So like or not force, but you can make it easier to get. The firelight being one thing, right? That you can record the audio for that. You can record the audio from the ghostwriting book. There's different things that can make it a little bit easier. But if you're doing something like no evidence, that's a bit harder. Look at how close I was to getting hunted. We were on the edge. Oh, I pulled the camera. Wait, no, I didn't. Right there. Is this a new map? No, this map is old AF. Wait. That's not close enough to get that, is it? No way. It started to be. Wait a tick. Wait a tick. Can you zoom in? No. Only on the CCTVs you can zoom in. For some reason. The camera did show, I think it was the motion sensor, if I had to guess. It'd be nice if it like threw an object. We don't have that. I could move the camera to be in a better spot, maybe closer to that stuff. Granny wants me to play with Frank. I don't want to play with Frank, Grandma. That's too damn bad. My level, 106 or something. I like the recording feature. Makes it a little more, yeah, it's really cool. Anytime I'm watching this thing, it's not having it. Okay, well, I don't need audio, but I could get video of the ghost writing in the book. I could get video of it writing in the book. We could get video of it walking in the salt. What else could I do? Motion sensor. We just have to go walk over there and just hang out with it a little bit more, I think. And then maybe I bring a smudge for safety. Yeah, I think that's the move. Let's do that. Can poking Frank be video evident? I don't know. I'm not sure. I would have to test it with others. Zach, think of the 11 months. I would have to go test with others. I can take a photo of Frank. Ghost hunt clip. I'd rather not have the ghost chasing me through prison and then me attempting to record a clip of it. Yeah. Maybe that's just me. Frank is so photogenic. He's in a pose right now. He's waiting for me. All right, Ghosty. It still hasn't blown this out either. Wow. Wow. What? What? Excuse me. Oh, God. Is it broken? It just says motion sensed on it. Help. Help. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is it oh, man. Is it broken? All right. I needed to do something else. Maybe move the motion sensor. Yeah. Well, I don't even know where the hell the ghost is. Yes. Oh, I just needed to do something else. There we go. Yahtzee. Yes. Crushing it now. All right. Let's put salt down, down, down. Go. What is the video camera? There. All right. Walkie-walkie. Let's go. No bugs, only features. Yeah, that was a thing. I don't know what that was, but I'll have to say something about it. Oh, ads are about to play, by the way. If you guys are not subbed, if you don't have turbo, you're about to get hit by ads. I'm probably going to record this salt and then walk back outside. Got it. All right. I need 2 more. Need 2 more of those. Yeah, tornado. They are. I'm going to take this so we can take a picture of Frank. Is it harder or easier to get perfect games now? I'd say harder. I would definitely say harder. Well, it's ultraviolet. I mean, I could have placed dots with UV and then gotten a photo of the footsies, but I was too worried about the other stuff. Gonna repair the camera. Let's go. Did the salt just sparkle? Yeah, it did. That way you know that the salt was just walked in. Now getting perfect games is gonna be way more interesting, right, Frank? Like, can we just get the bone up here in the front? That'd be fun, right? I think we all would enjoy that. Thoroughly. Save him? No, he's fine. He's fine. He does this all the time. We're used to Frank doing that. Interesting. I have a feeling I'm not going to go look for this bone everywhere. Frank wants to chill in the truck. Has Frank earned the right to chill in the truck? Ba-ting. All right. I have 2 photos. I might go take that other sanity and then go sit inside of there and hope we can get some more. I think that might be the play. Ads are almost over anyway, so that's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Have you gave Frank the chance to earn that right? Okay, fair. Maybe not. Yeah, I pulled the video camera. It's not sitting down there anymore. All right, so I need 2 more things of video, which like the ghost eventing would be money because if it events, then I can do photo and video. That would be great. We already have our 3 sounds. We don't have to worry about that anymore. As for video, I could get an object throw. And are those sound tapes? These are video reels. And then these over here are the sounds we got. EMF photo. Yeah. EMF photo. Bone. I'm kind of giving up on the bone. I don't know if it's worth it. Video, though, I think I can video the firelight going out. Right? I think you can. Salt. I could get a UV. I could get a UV photo. Yeah. UV. Yeah. I think that's the way. I think that is the way. Can you video the Ouija board? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Do you need the bone for a perfect still? If I want to make this a perfect game, I'd have to go find the bone. Correct. Right, Frank? So the question is, do we want to? I brought the photo camera out here. You know, we're just going to do this. F it. Has the bone been more difficult to find? No, it's still the same amount of, it's still the same amount of difficult. That has not changed, but when you're on a larger map like prison or something like that, it's just not an easy thing to find. How do you get the ID card? That's tomorrow. Yeah, that's not today. Tomorrow you'll get the post from Phasmophobia. Read their blog post. It'll tell you everything you need to know about it. Yeah. I think I saw a streamer make more off of media than correct ghost. Really? Ooh, that would be extra interesting. All right, I'm just checking these on my way through. You'd never know if the bone's there or not. Is this game actually fun with like one other person, or is it boring? Are you asking if it's fun with others? Did they fix the disappearing crucifix when placed? Nope, I did it earlier today. I said something like, "Oh, I wonder if they fixed," and it literally disappeared. It was pretty funny. What do we have? We have Pulte, right? Yeah, Spirit Box, Ultraviolet, Ghost, right? Okay. You can record it. Oh, yeah, but I already have all my sounds. We have all the sounds. That's good to go. Sounds are good to go. All right, I'm back. All right, Ghosty. Go. Footy print. Oh, you know what? Oh, touch this. I bet that would be unique. I bet it would be fingerprints. Touch it. Touch Nanor. Touch Nanor. You think APOC will be harder? I don't think it will be. No, I honestly don't. Come on, Ghosty. Come on. Does salt count for unique photo? No, you can't actually take a picture of salt anymore. Now you have to get a video of salt, and you can only get it once. If you get it another time, it's a duplicate. Freezing video record does count. Hey. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I didn't even see a ghost ball. Oh, that's just cheating. That's just cheating. Nice. Fire extinguish. Let's go. Nice. I just need one more. One more video anyway. Come on. Touch one of these doors. Come on. It is a cheeky ghost. I would agree. Where's it walking around? Motion sensor over there. Over here. It's over here a bunch. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to put that object over there. I need to make it throw something, I think. Yeah. All right. Throw. Do you push a button? So the same button that I used to turn on night vision like this is the same button that I hold to record. So for me, it's right click. Ghost. You're being awfully chill, friend. Let's turn these lights off and see what it does. I thought I turned the lights off. What the hell? Oh, I left that one on. Oh. I don't even know what it threw. I saw it light up on my camera on my screen. Do I already have a picture of this? Nope. One more photo. One more photo. You know what? Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is so dangerous. Do you think I should just go like I have right now upstairs and see if the bone is up there and then go around and look for the bone? Because if I find the bone, objective wise, oh, but I need a video. Oh, I need a video of the ghost. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Do it. What I might do, I might just do like a walk on these like main parts of the walkways, and if it's not there, just move on. But I need a video of the ghost, which means I'm gonna need to delete one of the ones that I have right now to get the video of the ghost. Point Hope sucks. I mean, it's not great, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna delete this so we can try to get a video of the ghost. Okay. Can you delete unique photos? You can. You can, but there's a bug right now where if you delete the unique photo and leave the duplicate, then you can't get a perfect game at that point. It's literally impossible. All right, Ghost, I kind of just need you to casually show up. Just a casual walk, you know what? Okay, well, I'll just die then. I still didn't get her. Yeah, got her. Get wrecked. Got her. Wait, did I complete it? Yeah, let's go. We might not have lived to see the other side, but you know what, though? I got all perfect media. Look at that ghost photo. Oh, perfection. Sold. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. She was being so lame.
Welcome back. Job's ready for you.
She was being so lame. Perfect death. You know what? It was worth it, in my opinion. Absolutely worth it. Now, there is now one thing that, like, I don't know, that I guess is a little bit of a bummer is after the hunt is over and you get to hear the video, the photo, and the audio that you got from that last investigation are just gone. It'd be great if there was a tab here that allowed you to see all of that stuff. That'd be really cool to go back and be able to hear the audio again, see the video, see the photos. Because as of right now, I mean, you have photos in the truck, but that's it. Close enough to perfect. I'll take it. The photos are weird, man. The photos are strange, but look at that. The quality of the photos is just so weird, but yeah, there she is. Old granny. Pam's still there? Yeah. YouTube videos help me get through magic. I appreciate that, man. Is the leaderboard new on the over there on you? Yeah, it is. It is new. Oh my goodness. Friends, it is 11:48 p.m. for me, which means I think it's time for me to turn into a pumpy can. It'd be nice to be able to see it because, like, I think there was even a point when they said, like, can you collect all of them? Like, I wish you could see all the stuff you've gotten like that. Yeah, I wish we could. All right. Ticky Tacks and Tubes, I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about the update. Please let me know. If you're not my server, you can definitely join the Discord or you can comment on one of the videos, whatever it may be. I would love to hear from you. But we're going to go find somewhere to raid on Twitch. I appreciate the loves, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Yeah, stick around. We'll go find someone to raid though. Yeah, stick around. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say tomorrow. I'll be working throughout the day, but I'll still be around. I'll be watching streams and everything like that per the usual. Shark bait, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the craziness today. Absolute madness. I'm going to do my best to have a video to go live tomorrow morning. It will probably, I'm thinking about making that Banshee video. Like whenever I had that, the Banshee that could change favorite rooms, was thinking about turning that into a video. Panda, thank you for the 2 months. Love the new update. Been watching all day. It's been great. It's been wonderful. Gotta run as well. Gotta hit the hay. Yeah, I need to make sure I get good sleep tonight because I did not get good sleep yesterday. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, there's always a chance, man. There's always a chance. Maybe I can, you know, if I do talk to the missus and like if she's super tired and she just wants to go to bed early tomorrow, then there's a chance I could stream tomorrow night. And if I do, then we will have drops on. If not, then it'll just be Wednesday. Yeah. More new updates. Hey, let's go. But yeah, if you guys are not following the Phasmo socials and you're not following their, and you're not inside their Discord, I would highly suggest that you do that. So that way you can stay up to date on everything, especially with like release times, because that's going to be the best way to figure out when and where they release stuff. Maybe actually won't be late. Oh, Crystal. Restless going to play some Phasmo, wait for the update. Yeah, no worries. No worries. She's doing great. She's doing great. It was as, I don't want to say it was easy because by no means was it easy, I'm sure. But it felt like it just went right the entire time. Yeah. How do you find all the kinetic partners? The easiest way, honestly, is probably to go to like their Twitter, X, whatever. And I'm pretty sure the link that they have inside of their bio is a link to all the content creators' socials. I think so. But all right, let's go raid. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Let me close the game. Who we raiding? I'm about to find out, friend.
Welcome back.
I always like to do a quick little search. Should have most of them. Oh, thank you, Mayor. Yeah, there we go. Banshee was a paid. It was shocking to see that it was a Banshee because obviously we didn't think that the room could change, but apparently that's different now. Yeah. Let us see. Let us see. That's where we'll go. That's where we'll go. So we have another Kinetic Games partner friendo that is actually streaming right now. So I think it is just oh so appropriate to go say hi. Yeah. All right. If you're a follower, the first one's for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. My little creepy tier 3s, that's for you. Jeez. We are almost at 1,500 subs, which then puts us closer and closer to a possible 24-hour stream. I didn't realize how close we were. No, Break isn't a Kinetic partner. No. No, she is streaming, though, so you should be watching. She do be streaming, though. No, we are going to go say hi to Aegis and Pred. Thank you guys for hanging. Moon! Moon, when are we playing more games, Moon? It's Mom and Dad. It's Mom and Dad. They're great. Aegis and Pred are so great. They're so funny. Thank you, guys. Chiba! Oh, I'm going to go pass out. I'm so tired. I've just been so tired. Never seen them? Oh, they're great. They're great. They have been around for they've been around, I think, for the entirety of the Kinetic Games, like for the entirety of the content creator program, I think. They've been there since the beginning. Man's lying. He'll be streaming. You shut your lips, Mr. Chiba. No, I won't. Probably. Thank you guys for being here today. I'm excited to see what you guys get into. I'm excited to see what you guys find. Yeah. Hattie, the OGs. Yeah. Yeah. There's a group of them that were OGs. I'm definitely not one of them. I was in there before they added before they made it Kinetic Games, like partner program. I was in there before that. Yeah. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for a great freaking day. You guys are amazing. I love you all. I will see you guys on either hopefully tomorrow, but if not, Wednesday, where Twitch drops will be enabled. Love you guys. See you later.